All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Geomologist Presents. Today, we are continuing our ongoing play of AD&D First Edition. I'm showing here, I hope, the 3D cover of the AD&D First Edition rulebook. And although I do not have the book, we are playing through the Against the Slave Lords series. And we've started with Skip Williams' A0, which was sort of, if you are familiar with the Slave Lords, it starts at level 4, basically, with whatever. Does anyone remember the name of the module off the top of their head? I don't.
No.
Sorry. Does anyone? It'll come to me.
Slave Pits of the Undercity.
There we go. Slave Pits of the Undercity is nominally level 4, but it's actually yeah, it is Skip. Is it Skip Williams? Yeah, it is Skip Williams. So they did this sort of compilation circa 2013, and Skip Williams wrote this Danger at Darkshelf Quarry, and that's what we're playing through now. It starts the slavers against the slavers against the slave lords series at level 1. So then you can run that and then jump to the others with a lot of probably stuff in between. Just if you want to get that sort of emergent sandbox Greyhawk experience, which I probably will do. So I will introduce the players, and we'll talk about a little bit about some of the how I'm doing leveling up, because that sometimes is a I don't know if it's a deal breaker for some players in to want to play AD&D or not, but just the way we're going to do it. And after discussion about it and answering people's questions with the group, I'll introduce the players, and then we'll talk about training and experience and leveling up. And then someone will give me a wonderful summary of what happened last time, and we'll jump into it. So first, the players. I'm going to go from right to left on my screen. First, we have Amy.
Hello, I play Arlindia, and she is a magic using Grey Elf fighter. I think I got that correct.
Fighter magic user. But... all right.
That one.
And she has a familiar name, Bufo, a toad.
Bufo the recon toad.
Yep. Next, we have Snake.
Good morning, everybody. I play Veer, who is a half-elf, second-level fighter with exceptional strength who wields a broadsword. If he connects, it's going to hurt.
Nice. And next we have Greyhawk.
Morning, everybody. I'm Greyhawk. I am playing Riordan, human fighter, now going on second level, specialist in longbows, which I made. I like to think I made really good use of last session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, longbow specialists are killers, but that's good at low level. All right, next. Now we have J-Ro.
Good morning. My name is Tim. I'm playing Zorik. He's a half-orc cleric fighter.
And last but not least, we have Wolsey.
Hi, I am also Tim. I'm running Bronson. I'm a neutral good cleric. I believe I pre-barred that last time and said chaotic good. But I am neutral good, and I've got my trusty dog, Shepherd, with me.
Nice. All right. Thank you, guys. And we're going to talk about leveling up and what we're going to do. And, hey, if you got feedback and suggestions, or let us know what you do. So we're going to go with the training at 1 week per level, costing 1,500 gold pieces. So we decided to do that. And I think as my little house rule and what I've done before in the past with games from 3.0, second edition 3.0 and up, is that if you have enough XP to level during the middle of an adventure, I let people get the hit points and the THACO or BAB. But the other stuff that you would get normally with your class leveling, you got to train to do that. So some people have a few more hit points this time around because they leveled up, which is great. But any special things like spells or other class abilities, they do not quite have. So I guess that for fighters, that would probably include that you can't attack low level foes at your quote unquote second level ability yet. So there you go. It's probably, I guess, more of a punishment on spellcasters, but It is what it is. And I think we're going to do that. So people who have leveled up are going to have to, they owe money to the adventuring guild to give them their stamp of approval for their ability rating. I guess that's the way I try to interpret it. That way to make it more emergent and fit with my conception of the Greyhawk world. I guess you could go around being non-registered, but then you never get that stamp of approval, and you never be able to train up. And I guess the deities have bought into that, or maybe they started it. Anyway, enough about that kind of stuff. And someone's going to tell me what happened last time. It was pretty amazing, actually.
All right. So how far back do you want me to go?
Well, we did the attack on the roof the first time, where you defeated really the kind of leadership of this operation.
Well, we did the top roof, and everybody, if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. It was a lot of fun, and this guy kind of, shall we say, had his sword stolen, but it was really just strategically transferring equipment to an alternative location, which just happens to be one of the other characters.
So Barzali, who was posing as a dwarf, didn't look like a dwarf when you fought him and defeated him.
No.
So he was like the leader of the operation, and then this other woman was also there.
Correct. And now I have her spell book, but that was the last video. So this last time we played, we were on the second floor, so we went down staircase number 7, and in a very strategic move, we went in to the kitchen, took out the first, well, I would say young lady, but I don't know how much of a lady she was, Uzgrad, and then she was preparing food, so she had a cleaver, but she also didn't have a chance of survival. Then we went on and we took on Nazagad. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Zodsnog. You also took out, like, there's a sleeping sergeant here that was assassinated, and then a quick fight. All the human, so they attacked at night. So all the human guards were asleep, and I mean,
well, we took out their commander first, and then the 3 of us went in and took out 2 each over here in room 6. We determined that this corridor off to the right, so 5, 4, 2, and 3, really didn't have anybody in it. And then we went into the kitchen and then into the pantry. And the slave that was working there informed us that there was, for lack of a better term, a bucket that could be lowered to get water out of a well.
Yeah, but like a big bucket, like more of like a wash tub type of bucket. It's a big shaft,
Right.
Because they're getting like a barrel of water for the heat's use. So.
Right. So Arlindia and Bufo went down in that and waited, and it came out right here, just to the right of 25. And if you remember from the second episode, that's this lake here. 26 is where Bufo came up and spied originally and found out there was a forge here. So the remainder of the players came down and had one of the freed slaves open the door, came in and attacked, and they poured oil, I think oil from the lamp, on the door over here to keep that area secured. And in great precision, we were able to take out the bugbear and his 2 little helpers here, and then we progressed into the room next door, where we came across, if you remember, those wolves. I think that
the wargs,
they're wolves in my book. So we took out those 3, and then their people, so we were able to clear that room, and by doing so, secure the keep. At which point in time, we decided that somebody needed to go back to the main area and alert them what was going on. And while he was doing that, we found out about the patrol, the 2 goblins with wolves, and they go every 2 hours. So we were able to take out both those patrols. And then in the mines, we found out there's 4 guys and goblins and 8. Oh, I'm going to mess up the name. multi tigers, the ones in the water that are electric, and that
Oh, these things, mud tigers.
Yes, there's 2 priests that are in the temple controlling. They're ugly. Um, Controlling most of the goblins, and we talked to one of the other freed slaves. He gave us a map to show us exactly in the temple where the priests would be, and that we found out how the mines were patrolled and by who, and it's 4 goblins, and they just rotate down there, and that they worship the eye. And then we also found out there's 30 human slaves in the mine, and it's patrol, and they're held by 3 bugbears. They worship the elder elemental eye, and that occasionally a ship who has the flag of the high port comes and picks up these slaves, and the crew is mostly orcs, goblins, gnolls, and humans. And flashing back, now they've returned with the mayor, who's also sending 6 guards with him. And that's kind of brings us where we are now, and we're waiting for the miners to come, because the decision was we were going to rest and regain strength and then send the miners away under the guise of new management. I think I got everything. If I missed something, I'll have to fill it in.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we need to add to that pretty comprehensive summary?
It's because I keep notes.
Just that if I think Amy may have already said it, but when we summoned aid back from town, a nice store and was it 6 militiamen?
Yeah, 6 militia.
Have arrived to sort of relieve us of guard duty for now, since our seemingly our next objective is going to be to actually clear out the mine proper.
Right. And I think probably like you can organize and they have probably not the ones that were up here, because the ones while all the freed liberated slaves are somewhat malnourished, the ones that were at least working in the kitchens and whatever were getting some amount of food. The ones like up here are pretty in bad shape, but they actually volunteered to start dragging all the bodies and setting them in the quarry proper to make a big funeral pyre. It's almost like a vengeful for them to do so, and they do so with some satisfaction. I don't know if you want to hold on to these bodies to show Nestor and the militia or whatever, but the rest, the goblins and the humans, are just going to start throwing into a pyre, unless you want to conduct other rites, but I don't know if you guys care that much.
Well, I think we would ask them not to start the fire or anything along that line until after we've sent the miners away. They can do that while we're in the mines. I just don't want to call undue attention to it yet. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
Well, the human miners should be coming in for work about now or soonish. We learned from the goblin that we did take prisoner and shook down that there's some regular in and out from the mine, but there's basically the cave dwelling group and the surface dwelling group, and bizarrely would go back and forth. So we've kind of probably have. As I recall from last time, we figured we probably have about 24 hours to, refit, rest up before the folks in the mine start asking, like, "Hey, where's the boss?" Right. So,
although there was like a plan thrown out that maybe J-Ro could, I think, who's wearing his armor, could pose as him.
Correct.
Yes, that was brought
or
up.
J-Ro's character alone.
That's an excellent point.
Zorik. Sorry, Zorik. Too many names. All right. Sorry.
What I would probably throw out there though is that we definitely let Nestor decide how he wants to do with Bazali's body, because if he wants to send a message about evil slavers and the like, he could plant his head on a spike, but that depends upon how much intimidation factor he wants to warn. But I would definitely say that when the miners come in for work, because they weren't, they were kept largely unaware of all these goblinoids
Right.
here, or the true identity of their boss. So
Right.
they're in for quite a shock here, and preferably, again, we kind of cow them that they know that they're not going in for work today.
Right.
So
So I think
I think when the miners arrive, we simply tell them the mine is now under new management. Pay them their wages and tell them to return next week, and don't tell them anything else.
Right.
okay.
I'd support that.
I
Right.
support that
So,
too.
so
And
Nestor-
just so that it's said, Arlindia is dressed as the previous magic using elf.
Oh, so you're all like you have that dark
Eh.
clothing over your armor and stuff, I guess.
Correct.
'Cause she didn't have any armor. Yeah.
And I'm holding her spell book.
Okay.
Funny point there. I actually am wearing the chainmail from one of the guards. That's how we were able to fool all the patrols earlier.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
that was decidedly better armor class than my old scale anyway. So
Right.
Yep. I think we just ditch the old and put the new on.
Yep.
And I am wearing plate mail. I'm not sure whose plate mail it was that I ended up
Oh,
with.
the sergeants.
Okay. Also, there's the issue of the bugbears that are at the beginning of the mine that are. I think that we need to make sure there's no fires before we take them out as well.
Yeah.
Oh, which ones?
The bugbears aren't the bugbears at the entrance of the mine? Is that not
No,
what it-
no, no. Those were
Those
no.
are humans. The bugbears are inside guarding the human slaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah, I
just-
think
I don't think that there would be any further goblinoids like at the entrance or like at the first level, because otherwise the human regular workers, the compensated workers are coming in for work shortly. They would have seen them, and we would have gotten information about this from when we interrogated Caritas way back in session 1.
Right. So far we've been trying to play it kind of cards close to our chest here, so.
Right. Cool.
Anyway, so I think we're ready.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know, because it depends on whether or not I can memorize a spell.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess. Yeah. So you're not at your minimum number of spells yet, even. So if you wanted to roll that percentile dice to see if you can read and then translate that sleep into your spell book, you can do that.
Okay, so roll a D100 or roll something off of my character sheet.
Roll a D100. that's easiest, and you need wait before it. You have to roll. You want to roll low.
I'd prefer roll a D4 then. Just
65%. 65% or lower.
Oh, please be good. No.
Nope. All right.
So now I can't learn that spell until
Till you level up, which
Level up.
might be.
which
Do you want to try the shield too? Was it shield? She had shield spell in there too, I thought.
well, I'd like to try for all three of them if I could.
Yeah, might as well.
So I'll just roll 2 more times and then we can decide what spells she learns.
Well, just tell me what spell you want to learn.
Well, I think the next one would be that Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Of
Yep.
course she gets that one. And then the next one would be Shield.
Nice.
And of course the one she wants she doesn't get.
Hey, Amy, can you check your volume? You're kind of coming in and out.
Is that better?
No. You're kind of low. I mean, it can be adjusted later, I think, but
Right.
just check it. All right.
So
just to let you know.
can you remind us what Shield and Unseen Servant do,
Yes, I can tell you what they do.
please?
So that's a couple hours of work for you.
Is that
For
a little
everything.
better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's what. There it is. Nope, that's good.
So I think what we have learned is that we need to snipe the priest because sleeping isn't going to work here.
Yep. Shield. When this spell is cast, an invisible barrier in front of the magic user comes into being, totally negates magic missiles and gives you AC 2 against hurled missiles, AC 3 against small devices, and 4 against everything else. It also adds +1 to your saving throws. So
Now, would that work for her because she already has an AC of 2?
I don't think it's gonna stack, as far as I recall.
Okay, and then can I cast shield on somebody else or only on me?
It's only on you.
Okay, and what about unseen servant?
But it's good if you're like don't have any armor on, which is actually, yeah, if you wanted to move faster. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you take your armor off but shield only lasts 5 rounds per level, so it lasts you 5 rounds. Anyway, unseen servant. Is that also first? Yeah, it has to be first.
Mm-hmm.
Is a non-visible valet, a butler to step and fetch, open doors, hold chairs, as well as clean and mend. It creates a force which is not strong but obeys the command of the magic user. Can carry lightweight items, 200 gold pieces in weight. So it can only open normal doors, drawers, lids, etc. It can't really fight. So,
okay, so he's not really worth it.
Well, it's a good thing. I mean, it lasts 6 turns plus 1 turn per level. It's a good thing to. I mean, it's something you might want to consider memorizing if you're going through a dungeon because you can send it ahead and open doors and stuff.
Right, but it won't work now. The only other thing I can think of I'm trying to figure out what spell she should learn for the day. Shield, all that really benefits me is +1 to my saving throws. That's it. So that's not helpful for the team. So I'm thinking either hold portal or push. What do you guys think? Because push, I could push a bunch of those goblins back, or hold portal. I could trap the priest somewhere and hold the door while we shoot them.
Given how we're going to be going through a mined out sort of cave section, I'm not completely sure like if there's going to be a lot of doors so we can control access in areas. It's possible that they would have put those up with some frames up, but if it's just sort of like mined out like natural stone, I'm not sure if hold portal is going to be terribly useful. Push might have some other utility in that you could push enemies or may push objects. I could see that having a bit more utility for also potentially creating distractions. They hear something crashing off in the distance, they go investigate it, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I lean push between the two of those.
Okay, then that'll be the spell she learns for the day.
Okay. So that's about 7 miners show up for work.
Okay.
So who wants to meet and greet him and tell him, to take give him some money?
Well, did you want me to impersonate that one guy since I'm in his armor and I know orc?
That seems like it's a good idea.
We're going to he'll be actually talking to them. How about we have Neister do it?
Yeah, I agree with that. Have Neister tell them, because he needs to make it clear that Bazzalio is a criminal and a slaver, and that the place is closed for now.
Okay.
I don't have a problem, paying them their daily wage, but they need to go home because this place is a little bit of a war zone right now.
Yeah, their daily wage is probably what, like, if they get paid
1 gold a week.
1 gold a week, so it's going to be how many silver a day? You can just pay him for the week or pay him for 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah, because I want to get on these people's good side if we're going to want to employ them. If we're going to take possession of this place,
I say
but
pay it for the week. That's 7 gold. I mean, there's 7 of
okay.
them.
yeah, that's
That's
not a problem.
that's good. So
Yeah.
so also Nastor is kind of like well, what he would like to do with Bazali and Glithuriel is put him in a gibbet and put him out in the in the harbor or whatever, near the wharf area, and let the fishes eat them. That's what we do. That's what we do to slavers and pirates. So that's what he wants to do.
Arlindia is going to stay out of the discussion because
I don't have an issue with that, but I think just wait a day or two.
All right.
The fish will eat them regardless to their condition.
This is true. I agree. Yeah, I will. I defer to your better judgment. You're the big damn heroes right now. I mean, he's like he's actually pretty impressed as the people drag out the bodies and pile them up. They I don't know if you did that visibly for the miners who showed up or not, but if you did, they're like they take their money and they nod their head and they go. They're not going to give you a problem with that.
Yeah. I'd say let them see it. Once they see bugbear upon bugbear being stacked high, as well as all the
bugbears and goblins
riders,
and stuff like that.
They'll get an idea of what was really going on right beneath their noses. They'll probably feel a little bit of shame too, which not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. Who got into a fight with them? It was Broyden, right? Or was it Snake? Or was it Veer? Got into a fight with them. Veer, right?
You talking back in town? Sorry, I was trying to.
Yeah, back in town.
Yeah. Well, they were picking on the dog, and I went up and bumped one of them, and he decided to get in my face, so I squeezed his shoulder.
Okay. Roll a 2d6. I would see if any of these guys recognize you.
Oh, and
I mean, it won't be courteous, but any of the other guys. Oh yeah, they recognize you and your group, and they're like they kind of look at you, look away. They definitely, there is some shame there.
So Carl, it looks like maybe if I do shield, so it says until the start of my next turn I have a +5 bonus to AC, but with that you said that brings it down to a 2, which is what I already have.
I guess it would be a -3, but I don't know. I think that's a Snake. I think that's like a later edition of the spell. I don't think that's a first edition.
Yeah, I did. This is now that I found the right page. This is
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Right. So there you go. Yeah, that's what shield does on the. So it's probably better. Yeah. All right.
So then,
anyway,
I'll stay with push then.
Okay. All right. So Veer, you do see that guy tries to not meet your gaze, and they definitely look like ashamed, but they will take their money and run, not wanting to be maybe added to the pile and complicit. So, all right. So what do you guys want to do next? That is taken care of.
There is one piece of business on the handle. There is one of the former slaves who is helping us when we were going through the Goblin Cavern there at the Wardens, who I think you named Yogi. I had passed in the lantern so I could shine that over the shoulder while we were shooting off arrows. Mm-hmm. Is he willing to descend with us into the mine, act as a torchbearer?
Yeah, he can. I mean, he doesn't. I think he will. That's fine. That works. I mean, it's up to you if you want to pay him or not. He's not going to ask for it. He doesn't,
Well, we
give him 5 gold, and I imagine he'll follow us anywhere.
Yeah.
So how much gold do we want to give him? So I can keep track on the loot.
I'm feeling generous. Give him 5 gold. That's more than
Oh.
what players make, a month?
Wow, he's like, that's probably more money than he's seen in his life. He says, I cannot accept that. That's more money than I've ever seen in my life.
Well, good. When you finish aiding us with light, you'll be able to have a good life with it.
Or we could even employ him as one of our foremen for helping run the keep if we keep it. If we keep the keep.
Because, well, he's very flattered, but just I know how to run he knows how to light the forge and do all that, and he knows how to do kitchen work. So maybe he could be like a head of the kitchens or the head of the staff.
Could be the head staffman. He can also oversee the farming. And
because I was just a I was just a humble fisherman. That's right.
Well,
here's admittedly, that does bring up a thought here. Do these former slaves now? How many of them simply wish to return to their homes? Because it sounds like some of them are not necessarily local. If there's been a slave exchange, was Vizzali only selling people that are being picked up, or was he buying them from the Highport slavers?
Well, I know
these guys were
with our intel. We learned he was destroying their villages and cleaning it out, so they had nothing to return to. Most of them.
Yeah. So these are not. These are all like taken from raids.
Yeah, from the slave raiders operating out of Highport.
Right. Mm-hmm. And this is just like a holding area before they move them to other locations, right?
Okay, so
it's like their holding area along this coast, right? And so on this peninsula, whatever. The Nesser Peninsula, right? So
that reminds me. I think I brought this up at the at the end of last session, and it's a good thing it's jogging my memory. Did Vizzali have any papers or effects in his possession, like in his private quarters, regarding his slaving transactions, so we can learn a little bit more about this network he is part of?
It probably he does, but it's all very cryptic. It's not like it basically, like, if you look at the accounting and try to figure, it's going to take some time to decipher his accounting. Mm-hmm. But he definitely has some books that note all that.
Okay, so yeah.
At a glance, you can see. Right. So there's probably like three different ships that he deals with. You kind of look at it at a glance. 3 different ships that he deals with. I'll get you those names at one of these days. And he definitely works. He definitely has contacts. If you look at this map of the Nesser Peninsula, he definitely has contacts in Senaray and in the Nesser mouth, right? So this operation is so Darkshelf is kind of centrally located to raid, but most of the raids are going to come from like the lower part of the peninsula, because most of this is the lower part of the peninsula, and then like near the border. Near that border area between
yeah. So I thank you, Carl. So I would probably take it then that this is something that could probably go over when we go into downtime and training. And I'm not going to go through all these like right now, but it does strike me that
when we're network,
when we're done clearing out this mine, says I have an interest in dismantling the slaving network. We might want to figure out where the port of calls are for some of these ships, or where they would set up to do their slave transactions with Vizzali, and maybe even think about trying to seize them.
Yeah, they all looks like they go back to one. Like, these are all the raids, and these are the ships they deal with, and they have contacts in those other 2 cities. And then at Highport is the other name that you see there. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is on the Pomarge.
So would it be logical that during the time when we're resting that we could have taken some chains or really thick nets and sent people over to where we know it exits to the river where they had the slave trade going and block that off so that way when we attack in the mines, that exit is taken away from them?
Well, Naystar can try to set that up. He'll, send some runners or couriers to try to set that up.
Okay.
I'm sure the fishermen will be more than happy. They've lost a lot of people to this group,
Right.
apparently.
And while
warn them about the mud tigers.
Yeah. Oh,
well, I'm trying to figure out how to deal with them, and I think it might just be we have to just kill them. But as long as we stay away from them, so far we're okay. But I think we could also ask him to poll all the slaves that we've liberated and find out who is from the village and who doesn't have somewhere to return to and who wants to leave. That way he takes care of that while we're dealing with the mine.
okay. Just remind me, and I'll do a percentile dice roll at some point.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
There's like I think there's like 29 of them, 29 to 30.
I'm pretty sure once we take care of the priests, the mud tigers will probably return to their natural habitat anyway.
That's a good point.
It may take a little bit of time, but we're not going to be able to get them all out of the water. Anyway.
Yeah, there's 28. There's 28 former slaves in the keep. So yeah, we'll just do a percentile dice at some point. Who wants to try to go back and who doesn't? And I mean that could be another like adventure to take them back to their village, or if the village wasn't destroyed. So,
Right. That would definitely be an alignment for me to help these people. But if they're willing to stay on with us,
well, right now they especially the ones up here that have been housed in really bad conditions.
Yeah, no, we don't want anybody returning until they're physically able to.
Yeah, that's gonna take some time.
At least.
Yeah, I figured this isn't gonna happen immediately.
Yeah, I mean these guys, the ones down here that were like the sort of the ones that were working are in a little better shape. And they might very well just want to stay. I mean, those guys, it's just what's going to happen with these guys or anyone else you might find in the mines, right?
Right. But I mean, we want to find out if they're staying, what trades were they? I mean, obviously if they're farmers, till the area and get some farms going. If they were blacksmiths, we have a forge. So that way we can figure out what all we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
I'm just grouping you guys for ease of
OCD going nuts on. I need a plan. Sorry, guys.
Well, again, I do think that we're going to need to clear the quarry first. It's not full of hostiles, and then petition Caritas afterwards. Let's do it when we've completed the whole job. Petition him for us to take custody of this enterprise, and hopefully then we just take it off his hands. It's not going to require like extra payment or something, because he'll just be happy to have somebody operating it who's legitimate and not using it as a giant criminal enterprise.
Right. I think it's a little soon to be thinking we're just going to take this over. We need to clear it out.
No,
exactly. And again, he might say, well, I'm going to auction the place off because I'm going to consider it seized by the state, in which case I think we need to persuade him, why don't you just give it to us?
Right, yeah. But I'm just thinking logically this is something he would be doing as well, because I mean he has to return people to their villages from that slaving trade, and at whose expense is that going to be? We have to figure out who, while they're there, can perform a service, and we would pay for it.
But yeah, I don't know if that's for us to decide, though.
No, that's for him to decide.
Yeah,
but
I mean it also depends on who does Darkshelf owe allegiance to, right?
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah. So I think we should just go ahead and clear the mine out, and then we can figure all that stuff out.
Right.
I mean, there's probably some sort of lordling or something. I mean, I guess it is a pseudo-feudal society, right? So some nobleman probably has. Well, I don't think Darkshelf is an independent town, right?
Right. We were hired to clear it out. We weren't hired to take it over.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the reason why I think that we will have to petition for this place later. But let's do that after we clear out the rest of the mine so we have the strongest hand to play there.
Right.
There's got to be some noble who owns the place if we're part of the Kingdom of Niron, but we can worry about that later.
Right.
Right. I'm mostly worried about plugging up their exit of the cave.
Yeah, Nestor can send word to try to have the fishermen organized to do something like that. I don't know if
Right.
that'll be successful, but
We have the map that gets us to where the priests are, so that way we could ambush and try and take over that. But we want to do that while the goblins are sleeping and have our stink bombs and everything ready to go.
okay. All right. This looks like.
So before we go, push is probably the best spell for her to have, I think. Because I just don't think shield is going to do much for me. It won't drop my AC because my AC is already 2.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to use arrows and bolts and spikes at me. They're priests, and they, at best, they might throw a spell at me, but it wouldn't be a magic missile, so I don't know how much the shield would do for me.
Hey, Amy, besides using it to push them, I'm going to host. You can also cast it on an attacker that'll make him have a harder time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Are we ready to switch?
Ready. I guess it's more like Roger, right?
Roger.
Roger.
Let me see how this works.
So if I cast push on them, I can push them up against a wall, and then they're unable to attack that round. So that means we all have to be ready to go at them at once, right? If I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. All right. So, yeah.
Cast it on one of the priests when they're casting a spell to interrupt them.
Right. So you guys are here near the entrance, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So this is kind of like I kind of cleared. I probably should have done a hand drawn map, but I forgot. So, but this is kind of like the map that the guy has drawn, and then if you look down here, this is like what he's drawn to where the sort of temple is, I guess.
Okay, then that's kind of where we would go.
And that would be here. But then there's this big space here, and then there's like all these other places like this.
Okay.
In here.
So where is it? You moved it around. Where is it on this map?
Where is what?
Where the priests are.
Down the level. So you go like to here. Oh, am I on the wrong? Hey, can you see my arrow?
Well, yeah, but you're going awful quickly. Okay, so
you have to go down to the next level, and then you look down here.
Then it comes down here. Okay.
It goes to here, and then right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, but then there's like these locations that you probably got to clear out. This is where the shaft goes. Here. So.
Okay.
So just rearrange yourselves on what order you want to go in, or how you're going to go in.
Well, Arlindia and Bufa would be up near Veer, but behind. Come on, Bufa. Come on, Bufa. There we go. And Zorik, are you going in the front, or are you like guarding the rear?
Yeah, I'm walking around in plate now, so I'm not just going to be too quiet. So if you guys want to, if you're trying to be stealthy at all, I don't need to be up front.
I don't know if we necessarily need to be stealthy because she's dressed as that magic user. And I think everyone else is kind of intimidating what the
Well,
others were
then let's
doing.
go in.
Alrighty, I say we go.
Hold on. Hold on. Grr.
Hurry up and wait. And I'm assuming, I mean, these areas, he said we would probably need to take care of them. But
Yeah.
What's the noise level like inside the mines? Is there any work being done in there? Or?
Yeah, I'll get to that. I'm just trying to adjust the map. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time.
Top level might be kind of quiet if since we sent away the
Yeah.
usual work crew.
Right.
right.
Below that, no idea. Carl toss.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But if we go in quickly to 36 and 35 and try and eliminate that issue, or do we want to, some of us go forward and some go to either side? It's up to you guys. What I don't want to have happen is the priests find out we're there quickly, you know, and then cast something else.
Right. Yeah, I think. Let me see.
Well, they're most dangerous spells. You know, if they were high enough level, cast hold burst or something like that. They'd have to, you know, actually confront us to do that anyway. I mean, if they come charging up the slope and enter going to like 34 here, this, you know, entry cavern. Hopefully, you could pepper them with arrows to interrupt that.
Right.
Those priests are pretty far away. I think if we take our 2 bow specialists and get them to 34 or maybe even further over here, that'll prevent anyone from 35 or 36 being able to get down to them, while the rest of us go and clear each of those rooms. And anybody trying to escape, the 2 bow specialists can pick off.
Okay.
I agree with that. And so, Carl, you might want to,
Yep.
if you don't mind, you might want to add a token for
Oh, right. I'll get that.
Yogi.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think I'd like to have him behind me with the bullseye there. And yeah, I think that I guess Arlindia and I, since we have bow specializations, her and short bows being long bows, we could probably just set up like Overwatch over like this shaft or this area by standing like here-ish and here-ish, and that way if anybody is coming up from down below to check on what's going on, we could hopefully snipe them.
Okay.
Right.
Bufo is in his box on my back, by the way.
Okay.
He's not really out and about yet.
Let me throw this out there real quick. If we go to 36 and all the way down to 37, through that little area right there, I could leave Shepard right there at 37. He would attack anybody that, you know, happens to slip through there, and then we could clear out the rest of that.
Well, 37 that shaft up to the surface that we didn't enter through.
So, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be climbing up the ventilation shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they'll be okay.
Right. Yeah, so you guys have like a marching order? Or okay. Well, I'm going to move you guys back a little bit. Yeah, so this is areas like pretty empty. This I need the token for that dude. Get this guy.
And I'm very happy to announce that Arlinda has a little bit more movement now.
Yogi, right? Yogi.
Yeah. So now she can go 9 spaces instead of 6.
Okay. So give me. Yeah, roll me a. Should be interesting. Roll me a Gordon and Arlindia. Hold on. Don't do anything yet.
Okay.
Royden and Arlindia, give me a D6 roll.
D6.
Yeah.
Got a 3.
Okay. All right.
Gordon got a 1. And you got a 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's weird. Funny. All right.
Are you seeing if anything?
Is Junior coming with you too, or?
I think he should be bringing up the rear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Amy has night vision. What about Reardon? Is he human or no?
I'm human, so that's the reason why I needed I wanted Yogi to come to keep the lantern out.
Okay.
Hey, Cora, I guess we should ask, are there any torches? Is this dark or can we?
Yeah, it's dark. When you look in there, it's pretty dark.
Okay, I mean, I have night vision, but I meant really mainly for the humans in the party.
It looks dark in there right now. I mean,
I need to
probably like where the humans would switch out or whatever. They probably take torches or whatever, or lanterns.
Would the miners have had headlamps, or something that they wore, so that they could see while they were working?
No, they say they just had like torches and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna switch.
Yeah, the way that I would imagine this, then, Carl, if you're saying it's dark in here, I'd think that they probably would have. There's probably like they hammered things into the walls where they could hold like lanterns and the like, and mount them, and they'd probably take them out and take them back to the guardhouse when they're switching shifts.
Right. So Arlindia, you kind of peek into here, and you can see these 4 goblins like getting ready to go on duty, and they're like, Royden, you're also like, you see some like movement down here, and like, huh? You don't quite process it, but Arlindia, you got the surprise on these guys. If you want to do something, and then we roll initiative.
And I don't see these guys, right?
No, you just see these probably like. You see this kind of goblin here, and then these goblins getting ready to kind of go out and do something, but this is kind of their station.
Okay, then I would...
And it's pretty... I guess when you get in here, it's like, the odd thing is pretty... I mean, it's not magical or anything, it's just pretty quiet, right?
Yeah.
You might hear the hammering of something somewhere in the distance that's echoing, but you really couldn't hear anything that's going on out in the quarry area, really.
Yeah. So then she'll take her 2 shots, but she takes them one at a time, right? So this one, and then they go.
Yeah, go ahead and take your 2 shots because you surprised them.
Okay.
But unfortunately, Royden was surprised too. I guess Zorik, you could roll. And how far is Veer away from that?
What's my hit modifier?
Oh, Veer could roll. Yeah. There's no. Oh yeah, because you're surprising him. Give yourself a +2. Oh, like +3 because it's another 4-point point.
Okay.
That's a hit.
So roll damage. Any damage modifier? It says.
You're gonna roll an extra +1 and an extra D6.
Okay, so that one.
He's done.
So no extra D6, but I want to roll it. It was fun while I did it.
Yeah. So, all right, he's done. So I guess J-Ro, you can roll a D6 too to see if you're surprised or not, and Veer also. And unfortunately, I guess Wolsey was surprised you rolled a 1.
And this one as well, I can shoot my second arrow at.
Yeah, go ahead. So Zorik, you can do something this round too. As you see Arlindia go, hey, and she takes a couple shots into this room.
Okay, so I got this guy.
That's a hit. That's
and then dead. Okay, I won't roll my extra D6.
So that guy I said in view.
Can you look? Yeah, he's in view. You can see him.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll take 2 shots at him.
Okay.
Let me get up to my bow.
They like yell, you know. They're like, ah!
And I don't get modifiers.
Oh, you get a +2 if they're surprised.
Okay.
Am I assuming these other 2 guys that you have on there are asleep?
They're probably like lying down. I don't know if they're quite asleep yet. That's a miss
Okay.
on the first shot. That's a hit on the second shot.
Don't you have a longbow though?
No, I was short.
Oh, yeah, the short bow. Okay.
4 might be enough. These guys.
No, that's one thing I'll be doing when when we do go rest and I level up is because I just use the stats out of just the regular player's handbook. I didn't use the
okay.
so I didn't specialize in a bow.
Pop.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's
gone.
done. Yeah. Okay. I guess now we roll initiative. No one else rolled over a 2, right? Or they're all you guys rolled 1s. The rest of you.
Lone rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I rolled a 1 for them. So, all right.
Yeah.
So it's initiative. We'll go. Let's have Tim roll initiative. I'll go from left to right. Start with Tim. Rolling group initiative.
Do we want high or low?
Oh, sorry, Woolsey. Roll initiative, Woolsey, please. I rolled a 2. All right, you guys go.
Yeah.
Do you think we need to implement like a BX style order of operations?
What do you mean?
So like it's a move, missile, magic, melee in BX. So I just go, okay, it's your turn to move, your turn to missile, it's your turn to. Would that be easier for people? So it's not just.
I'd rather you keep it the way you've been doing it.
Okay, so just go. Whoever wants to go, just go.
Yeah, I mean the fiction in AD&D is that everything's supposed to be taking place simultaneously.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you know, basically, whoever has initiative, the way that I would do it if I was running the game would be to basically just let everybody on that side of the one who has initiative do whatever actions in sort of whatever order that they want.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, in theory, you could count the segments and you say, okay, on this segment you move this far, but that I think
You
that
don't
gets way too fiddly.
Yeah.
It's only important, I think, if people are casting spells or something. Really, the segment stuff.
So if,
Okay.
if
yeah.
I was to move to here, would I see the ones that are just laying down?
So yeah, I'll just easier to just call out, say, what do you do? What do you do? I don't know, or you guys can decide. Well, it's hard to see those guys because they're like lying down, so you can't really see them. So you can see this guy here.
Okay, I see that one, and I see this guy.
I mean, he's gonna get like cover from the chairs and stuff.
Right, but I mean, I can shoot 2 arrows. So if I unalive this one is within range.
Yeah, this guy's. So these guys were here in these chairs were like, putting their boots on, or whatever.
And would he be in point blank range or?
These are actually 5-foot squares. Yeah, they're both in point blank. This guy's gonna get a. Well, when you shoot at that guy, let me know. But this guy here is this normal shot.
Okay. You guys want me to go first, or what do you guys want to do? It's up to you.
You kind of stepped up, so go.
Go ahead and go first, because I'm going to be sword and shield. So all I'm going to do is move forward because I won't be able to get next to anything.
Yeah, and I'm going to move up after you take your shot. So go for it.
And does he look more like a boss guy? So I should be going after him. And
they just look like human guards.
Secondary.
Well, this guy. Just who are you going to shoot first? This guy here or that guy? Just let me know.
That's what I'm asking you.
I mean, they're humans versus goblins. I mean, they don't look anything special.
You would probably just shoot the next person that came into view, because if you.
So it'd probably be the goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this one, and it's not. I'm not surprising them anymore, right? So
Right, but you still get a +1 because for the point blank.
right, that I know. I just making sure I put it in correctly. 19
That's a hit.
enough
That's a hit.
damage. Point blank. 4 plus my extra d6.
Mhm.
7
It's done.
points. Okay.
Yep.
And now on to the human.
Yeah, and that's going to be at -1 net
So
because you.
to
Yep.
hit -1, or what do I do?
Let's see.
So if I put a -1 where it says hit modifier, will it take 1 off? Or
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
That's still a hit.
21.
That's still a hit. Jeez, a 19. Yeah, you shoot under the legs of these chairs, and the guy like sits up, and he's like, yeah, he's
That's
done.
10 points of damage.
Dang. Okay.
All right.
All right. Next, Snake, you can go next, I guess, or whoever wants to go next. Sorry, I was gonna go right to left, but it doesn't matter.
I'm just moving up 30 feet. So, oh shoot, I forgot what square that was now.
Yeah, why don't I move up and see if I can pop the last guy with my longbow? So I think I'll move to here, and hopefully I still have line of sight to not shoot directly in Erlindia, get around her.
She would move.
Yeah, she could duck or whatever. Yeah, I mean he's in point blank, but it's going to be at a minus net of -2.
I'm still want to take the shot.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 hit modifier -2.
That's still a hit.
Roll20 is happy with us today.
Yeah. You're like skipping the arrow off the table, I guess. All right.
All right, and then let's see.
It's not. They got legs. It's not
Plus-
solid.
+1 damage modifier from short range.
Yeah, he's done.
All right, I don't even need to roll the extra dice from
You
point
can
blank.
for fun, but
For
Yeah.
funsies.
I mean they're done. Pop
Yeah.
very quickly. Okay. Yeah. So there is glowing embers in this pit, and yeah, they were.
Was this all pretty quiet?
I mean, it was like
Boom, boom,
What?
boom, boom, boom.
one. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. No one used anything big kabooms. They're just arrows whipping
Mhm.
through.
Arlindia wants to give a nod to Veer. She's impressed.
All right. So I guess if you search search them, Veer, I guess you're there. You guys can roll. Give me a 66.
Who do you want to roll the 66?
Whoever.
There we go. Snake's got
You
it.
find like the equivalent of 24 gold pieces worth of various coinage among them, and they had if you're looking, there's a broadsword, short bows. So you can replenish your arrows if you need to. And the goblins had short swords and slings. The armor, they had their shields and the human guards had shields propped up somewhere and chainmail. Is that right? Yeah. And the goblins had like whatever AC6 is,
Okay.
scale mail or something, small scale mail. Okay. Yeah. So this goes to the like the ventilation shaft here.
Okay, so you said bows and arrows, and I'm sorry, my pen ran out of ink. Bows and arrows, short swords.
I know there's probably not any, but just out of habit, I'm going to go ahead and search for secret doors,
Okay. I have to look. See about that.
secret compartments, or
I'm
whatever.
switching back to the main.
Alrighty.
So that was a little battle map I was going to use if you guys went down the shaft. All right. So I had it. Okay. Yeah. So you start. So I guess Bronson's like technically in here. It's like your secret doors and Veer. Y'all are all crowded in here, I guess, more or less.
Yeah, this must have been a shift change. Goblins going back down, humans coming out.
Yeah, but it looks like they must have been assigned to like like you suspected, right? Like assigned to the underground. Junior is probably back here with it. Okay. He's here. Right here, shining light on the situation. Okay. Yes, that's what you find there. Yeah. Okay.
So when we're done there, I think we ought to head up this way towards 34 and leave the two bow specialists about right here. No, I guess if I hold Alt, maybe it'll let me go where I'm trying to go. No. Anyway, I'm thinking like the bow specialist over here, and then let the melee move in this way to check and clear this room before we proceed this direction.
Okay.
Correct.
That's fine by me, so I could go like right here, and that gives me line of sight on this area.
Sorry. I'm moving you guys because that's what you said to do. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
You can. That doesn't take long. I'm just moving you guys up.
We're all good with that, I think.
Yeah. So you can move yourselves around. I mean, as you need to. All right. So this room is empty. You can hear. Did you hear? I don't know. That's a. Yep. Okay. Yeah, those guys aren't there. Oh, right. So just as a note, like when you talk to those miners who came down, they say like half the guys called in sick, basically.
That's rude.
That's weird? Do you see like a little Royden artifact down here?
A little. A what?
Not for me.
Okay, yeah, I see Royden still down here, but I see his token up here. It's weird. I just have like a little, like it's sometimes roll 20 of these artifacts.
Huh.
All right. So Veer in that room, I'll describe that. Ventilation chamber. Okay. Oops.
I'm gonna guess it's mining carts full of gold bars.
Sorry about the dice.
What, Carl?
Sometimes I roll, like instead of using the GM secret die roll, I roll dice like physically sometimes, so you guys don't see them. All right, so in that room, I'll describe in that room. I guess Gordon and Arlindia. I guess Yogi's sticking about here.
Yeah.
So the light extends, like some up like this, right? So anyway, so I'll do 35, and Arlindia and Rodney, you guys can roll me a d6. In this case, you want to roll low.
A d6.
This is not for surprise. So just roll a d6. Okay. Arlindia.
It's giving me problems. Hold on. Because my die roller went away. So
yes, you can hear like some noise, some like people, some talking or something from up here. Yeah, that's kind of echoing through the passages.
Okay, I think I'm gonna reposition then to maybe out here-ish, and hopefully have Yogi still keeping the lantern pointed over my shoulder to keep line of sight. Going this way, I don't think I want to head up there until the rest of the party is regrouped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, I just had to refresh because everything was going away on my screen. All right. Sorry, so we heard the noise from up here at 39.
Yeah, 39 in the 39 area, which is less. From the on your map, it would indicate that that's like part of that's where like the miners dig and stuff.
Okay. I mean, Arlindia would be kind of in favor of.
But you don't hear like the clank of anyone mining, right? So like it's pretty quiet, but except for people like kind of trying to talk like in a normal conversation. What languages do you understand?
Arlindia?
Yeah.
Common, Elvish, Gnome, Halfling, Goblin, Hobgoblin, Orc, Gnoll, and Sliven.
It sounds like maybe Goblin. You're not quite close enough to hear, but it sounds like kind of that Goblin type of brogue. You can't quite understand what they're saying, but it's definitely Goblin.
So, being that that's probably the actual mining areas that's indicated by 39, we need to be careful that there's not, human, for lack of a better term, slaves that are there. Obviously, here in Goblin, we know there's at least some goblins there, so we just got to be careful of our targets of what we attack.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to attack there right now or just scope it out?
Well, the parties all together. Because Zorik and I were up in 35 to check out what we found in that storeroom area.
Yeah, well, this is one of the reasons why I wanted Yogi with the bullseye lantern shining over my shoulder, so I'm not just shooting blindly and not only just taking penalties, but potentially shooting at somebody who is not actually hostile.
Okay, and did you say what was in that room?
Not yet. Okay. So in that room, it looks like low mounds of cut stone fill most of this long chamber. Here and there stand carts constructed from planks. Most of them are practically falling apart, and at least one sits propped up on a pile of stone blocks. One section of the chamber is given over to a collection of crates, sacks, barrels, and casks. In addition, a rack is hung with rows of picks and shovels, a couple of crude ladders, and an assortment of pointed and curved iron bars. So there's tons of rope here too, if you need rope.
And has it been made known to us what they're mining out of here? Yep.
Stone,
iron ore, or is it?
No, they're quarrying stone.
I think we were told at the outset it's a limestone quarry.
Yeah. So
building material.
Yeah, it's like building material. There's at least 100 feet of. There's 8 coils of rope that are 100 feet long. If you need rope, 6 of the picks can be serviceable as a horseman's pick. The iron bars can be clubs, but there's 5 small mining carts, but none of them can really move. They need to be fixed.
All right. Sorry, Roll20 is really messing up on me. I have to refresh again.
Okay.
And our viewers at home can watch it do this to me. Very annoying. Every time I move, it eliminates my my ability to use the chat or the dice roller, and then it's been disconnected.
That's weird. Yeah, I had to refresh too. I don't know what's going on.
This is like the 3rd time. It's very annoying.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what you guys find there. Where do you want to go now?
So I'm going to move down by Royden. Do I hear any talking in the southern 39 mine area?
Yeah, give me a D6. Yeah, you hear some people like kind of having a low conversation as well.
In common or in goblin?
Also goblin.
Okay.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break.
And pause.
Okay. So here we are in the main level of the quarry. You have this map. I think Veer and Arlindy have heard voices, goblin voices in this direction, but there's no like hammering away at the mine. There's a bit of confusion as to why they haven't been relieved.
Well, I know when we went to take the break, you said you had an idea. So, what's
Yeah. So my thought that I put out to the party is I would like to try and I'm just going to move my character since you don't have Toon's enemies visible for me to see. I would like to try and get there to see if I see anything. If I don't, because I got 60 feet of infravision, if I don't, I'm thinking me and Orlindia could then get to 38. That'll block any escape while the rest of the party comes up through here. So we can start dealing with any goblins up in this upper part, and then they can come back down, or we can all come back down and reverse it for the southern 39 to clear that out to make sure nobody can get down to 40 where we know the next level down is where those priests are.
Sounds good to me. So you want Arlindia in 38 over here, or you want Arlindia to follow them up here and make sure they can't get out this way?
No, I want. Make sure I wasn't on mute. I want you to come with me, but the first test will be seeing if anything can see us in this lower 69, or I'm sorry, 39 before we move up towards 38.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah. Go ahead and move the path you want to go. Or
Yeah, I think this makes sense too because since Reardon and Bronson, us being humans, we'd be more reliant on the lantern that Yogi's carrying. But Veer, Zorg, and Arlindia, you guys have the infravision. You should be able, you could spy them without giving away our position as much.
so is Zorik going with them, or is Zorik staying back?
Zorik would go with the rest of the party up through this northern part of the entrance to the upper 39. Because
Yeah, I mean, I have a bow also, so I can do range weapon.
Yeah. So
really, we're just the blocking party to make sure they can't get down to 38 while we clear each 39.
let me give you guys access to.
Do you want me to send
Yogi.
Bufo down into 39 quickly to see if he can hop around and see anything?
Well, you don't need to. At this point, you don't need to. All right, Zorik. Okay. Zorik, give me a. Yeah. Zorik, Arlindia, and Veer, give me a d6 roll. This is for surprise.
I don't think I'm surprising anyone today.
Oh, you are surprised. Okay. All right. I'll do it this way. Here's what. Zorik, you kind of Zorik, you kind of turn the corner, and hold on, one of my cats is being.
Many of our cats act very silly.
All right, Zorik, you turn the corner, and these guys are like talking. If you understand, does Zorik understand Goblin?
It's not listed on one of my languages.
All right, well, they're talking, and then you surprise them. So you can, if you want to take a shot at any of those guys, and I'll get.
Yeah, so I can do 2.
Yeah, go ahead and do 2 shots.
And that's +2 for surprise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roll a d12. Nothing weird happens. It's just a bad shot.
Does he? You don't get 2 shots, right? Because you're not.
He does.
He does. Okay.
Yeah, you always get 2 shots with the bow. So the other shot.
Yeah, I'm having to.
Miss.
Goodness gracious!
Wow.
Yeah, you guys are shooting at minuses and hitting 20s, and I'm.
All right. Unfortunately, down here, as you turn the corner, there's a shock here. As these guys
let's
see,
split the party.
Yeah, these 3 down here see you, and you guys are surprised. So they get to go, but they only have. What are they going to do? They have like they're kind of resting on their their picks, right? Because they're working and stuff. Let's see what they do.
Can
I got choices.
Can our Lindia say anything?
No, because you're surprised.
Okay.
This first guy is gonna pick up a sling and try to sling you guys. And he's going to throw his sling at Veer.
That's not very nice.
Or not throw, well, toss a rock at Veer. AC 4. Sorry. Yeah. AC 5, actually.
Just missed AC of 3.
AC 5 is a miss. Oh, wait, with a plus, you're surprised, though. So that's actually AC 3.
And it's a hit.
All right.
That looks like it's just want to make a point there. That looks like it's pretty far distance. What's the?
Oh, right. Oh, good point. Good point. It could cancel out. 35 feet. I don't think it's a sling is. I don't think that's in medium range for a sling. I will look.
Sling is listed as using stones.
Yeah.
4 inches. So
40 feet.
That'd be 40 feet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's 4 points of damage. The next guy is going to draw his short sword and move up. All he gets to. And the other guy is also, well, he's just going to stay with his pick and move up to here. Okay. Now,
them moving up is really stupid.
Well, I'd roll random to see what they do because they're not surprised, but they're not ready for a fight, and they're not. These are more like goblins who are dedicated to mining instead of guarding, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, this is probably the smartest guy. All right, so now I guess we'll roll initiative for everyone now that we're all done the surprise rounds. Okay. So I think we only. So now it's going to be J-Ro is going to roll initiative. I rolled 1. All right, you guys go.
Yeah. So do you want me to take them out with the arrows, or do you want me to talk to them?
Let me try and take care of this first guy, and then because I can get to any of the first 2 guys, and that way you can use your bow on the further guy. If I can only attempt to kill one of them, but you can try and take out the next ones.
Okay.
Yeah, these are goblins. We don't want to talk to them anyway, really. They're not going to have any useful information. We're just going to want to kill them.
Yeah.
So I want to move up 10 feet or so and swing at this first guy here.
All right. He's probably regretting his decision.
Mm-hmm. Told you it wasn't smart.
He looks down at his sword and looks up at your sword, and he ducks amazingly. All right. Okay. All right. Arlindia, you want to go?
Yeah, so I want to move in over to here, so I'm not where I could injure Veer. I'm not going to move Bufo, but he's with me. Yep. And I'm point blank at this one.
Well, you can't. This guy veers on this guy, so if you shoot, there's a chance you might hit him. Well, you can shoot. You can shoot this guy or this guy.
But that's why I moved in so that I wouldn't. But I'm saying I'm point blank at him. But am I point blank at him?
Yeah. And even the last guy down here, it's within 30 feet.
Okay. Then I'll shoot at him first.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to injure Veer because I moved, right?
No, yeah, because you kind of can slide along that wall, that 5 foot. There's still 5 foot gap.
I was just trying to make sure that I wasn't going to hurt him.
Yeah.
And I know you say that doesn't matter to you, but it matters to me. Okay, so point blank, I get my 1 extra hit modifier.
Mm-hmm. Missed.
But I get my extra. I don't get my extra arrow though.
Yeah, you get another. You can take another shot. Yeah, you get 2 shots.
18,
that's a hit.
So
this guy here.
Point blank, and then
He's
that's done. Okay. I don't need the extra d6.
Yeah, he's done. So, okay.
And I'll turn and point my arrow at this one. But that's
Okay.
the end.
All right. You guys up here then?
I guess I'll try 2 more at this guy that's advancing.
Okay.
So I don't get the +2 on it anymore.
No. That's a miss. AC 9.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Wow, not having a good day today.
Yeah. All right. Who's next on that side?
I'm going to move up there next to him, and I'm going to have Shepard get in front of him, really. I believe I have plenty of movement there. I think I counted it where Shepard's got a 9. That'd be 9.
I mean, you guys, I mean, if you measure it, I mean, that's only 40 feet. So Shepard could actually get to this guy. He's got a 9 movement.
Yeah, but I think I should probably move up first and take my shots then, because I don't want to be accidentally shooting Shepard if I'm going to open up with the bow. So Shepard can probably just get into melee then and see if he can do cleanup duty. But I'm thinking that maybe I should go first then and go here, and if you'll permit it, Carl, that Yogi can kind of come up simultaneously to keep the light shining, so I have vision.
Yeah, that's fine.
And all right, let's see. Why don't I actually, if Shepard's going to be unleashed to go attack, he could probably attack the close guy. So why don't I try and take out some of these further guys? I'll start with the guy in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, that guy is. They're not point blank right now, unfortunately.
All right, not point blank. So still short range. So plus one situational modifier. Here we go.
Woohoo! 16.
16.
That's a hit.
Okay.
He's done.
All right. Then second attack. Let's take out this guy.
Okay. That's a miss.
Okay.
And you wanted Shepard to attack this guy, Wolseley?
But don't you have your specialization? No, you don't get the extra except on damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My specialization is built into the character sheet. I already have a +2 to hit listed on my all my attack rolls. I had an extra +1 for short range from the specialization. So
okay.
I rolled an 8, so that was an 11. So it's a miss.
Yep. So Shepard's going to move to attack this guy. Is that right?
Oh, woof woof.
Wolsey. We lost him.
I think that's what he said he wanted to do.
Just confirming.
Did you not hear me?
No.
I might have it on mute. Yeah, I'm going to have Shepard go up there to attack him.
Okay.
Then I'm not sure what my movement is. I've got plate mail now. I have 12 movement, but I'm sure plate mail reduces that.
6, right? You can move to here.
Yeah.
You can move to here if you wanted to.
Plate takes you down to 6.
Yeah.
Non-magical plate is bulky base move 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Shepard is attacking this guy. And Junior can move up to here. And move 9. Oh, what kind of armor is Junior wearing? Did you give him armor like chainmail, I guess?
Yeah, just whatever was around.
Yeah. All right. So
he's fine chainmail then from the guardhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I gave him my chainmail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he moved. I moved him 9. Okay. So Yogi can move 12 because he's got no armor. Maybe you gave him a shield, so he's still okay.
Yeah, so Yogi shouldn't be any danger though. They had to force way past 3 characters to get to him.
Yeah. Right. So Shepard roll to attack. That is a hit. Not a crit though, but it's a hit.
Ruff, ruff.
Damage. Yeah, he's done. Worries him to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Go,
you guys,
Shepard.
I guess we don't do morale until after this round, right? So they still, or I don't do morale in the middle of the round, do I?
I don't think so. But they go now, don't they?
Yeah, they go. So I guess I should roll morale to see if they're going to break, right? That makes sense. It's their turn. All right. Okay. This guy here is going to take
Which guy?
this guy here. I'll do this guy here.
Okay.
He's going to try to tag Arlindia. The
Okay.
sling. AC. That's AC 5 is a miss.
She's AC 2.
And then he's going to back away out of cover.
Where is he going to?
He backed into this like a hallway.
Okay.
Um,
That's
and
still
then-
not wise for him, but that's okay.
I mean,
He's not smart.
you can't move through you. Maybe he's gonna try to hide. Who knows? All right. And then these guys up here. Okay. First guy. He is going to move forward with his military pick and try to attack the dog, saying something how goblins hate dogs. All right. And that's an AC of 6 on Shepherd.
Let me look here real quick. That sounds right. Not showing up there.
Mhm.
Either a 6 or a 7. I can't recall.
It's a dog.
Yes. It doesn't show up down there on my stats for him.
Dog.
The monster manual says War Dog AC 6.
Okay, it's a hit then. Oh, there it is. Poor dog. Yeah, AC 6. All right. So he takes 4 points of damage. The Shepherd, this last guy. He is a sling type of guy. He's gonna try to tag Zorik with the sling. That's a miss. All right, it's a new round.
Hey, Carl, before you do new round, did you do this guy or did you forget about him?
Oh, the guy on Veer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget about him. Okay. Attacks Veer. That's a miss. All right. Okay, new round. This is a favorite round for melee specialists. All right. I roll a 3, so I guess now it's Greg. Your turn to roll initiative. 2. All right, I go. What's up? Okay. So this guy here is going to attack Shepherd. That's a hit. 4 points of damage to Shepherd. He's making 8. This guy here is going to try to same thing, sling at the half orc. AC 6.
Yeah, I'm a 3 at the moment.
All right, it's a miss. This one here on Veer. Ooh, AC 2 on Veer.
It's a hit.
All right, and he just had the pick, right? 5 points of damage. Oh, you're up on him, right? Here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 5 points of damage.
Yep. Took it.
All right. This guy doesn't do anything. All right.
Okay.
You round. Oh, you guys. So Shepherd is down to. Oh, okay. I see what you did. I was using green as a health, but I see what you did. Or
You want to do north or south first?
whoever. Let's do south. That's easier.
All right.
Okay.
Lindy, let me try and take out this goblin so you can move down and hit the other one with your bow.
Not a problem.
You get 2 attacks this round. That's a miss. Jeez.
First one's miss. Boy, we were better before break. We were hitting on everything.
That's a AC of. That's AC 8, right? For you still? Or AC 7?
I turn back on that table.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's up on the thing. So let's see. A 12 hits a AC of 7.
Hey, that's a hit on this guy.
Woohoo.
They don't have shields.
All right. Then he takes 13 points of damage.
Yeah, his head goes flying.
Arlena
Okay.
will nod at you and then move down with her arrow and take her shots.
All right. Well, he's gonna. As you turn the corner, he's gonna throw his sling at you or toss his sling at you. That's a hit. AC. Well, maybe not. AC 3 is a miss, right?
I'm
Is that-
AC 2.
That's a miss. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whizzes by your head.
And I'm in short range, or do I still need to move up?
Well, we were here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can move up to here
Okay.
with 9. Right, you move 9 now.
Yes.
Right, you can move up to here.
Okay.
And then now you're in point blank.
All right. So she gets 1 extra, right, or 3?
1 extra because it's already
1.
built. The short. The
13.
that's a hit. Yeah.
Do I need to roll the extra 6?
No.
Okay. I think so.
Okay.
I would call out and ask if it's dead. If it's dead, I wanted to use my movement to get to 38 to block off the entrance to the lower level.
That's cool. That's fine. You can do that. Well, you're still down here.
Right. I'm just moving up there for next time.
Well,
Because it's harder
something
to. What else is going to come? Those are dead ends.
I don't know. Okay. For posterity. All right. The North group.
The very successful North group. Because
I'll fire 2 arrows at the guy that's slinging at me.
This guy down here.
we need to avenge Shepherd.
Oh man. Barely a miss. All right. One more, one higher.
Yeah, I know.
Your second shot.
Hmm.
All right. Who's next?
But I look good doing it. That's what
Yep.
I'm telling
You do look good doing it.
You want Shepherd to go? Or who wants to go?
Yeah, Shepherd. Shepherd can go ahead and go.
Okay.
Since he's right in front of him, and then if he misses, I'll step up and swing myself. So.
Okay.
And also, he's down to 3 hit points, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
These guys dished out more damage than the entire guardhouse did.
I know.
That's what happens when you fight things that are awake.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Sometimes the dice are with you and sometimes they're against you.
Oh,
Oh, but Bronson got even.
well, Shepherd did at least.
Look, yeah, Sheppy.
Damage. He's done. Okay. The good thing is these things like one hit.
Yeah. Was that the last one that was up there, or is there one more?
So there's one back
Yeah,
here,
well,
but
There's one back there.
but Royden will probably take it, shoot at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to go heal Shepherd or something. That's...
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna step up there and can I bind his wounds, or do I have to just do a straight heal on him?
You probably have to do a straight heal if you want him. If you bind his wounds, that takes time. That's like post battle stuff.
Yeah, why don't I see if I can snipe this last goblin then in the meantime.
I'll call Shepherd back to me is what I'll do then.
Okay.
Alright, we're short. Not point blank. Yeah.
A miss
Second shot.
is a miss.
Wow.
Okay.
What about Junior?
Oh yeah, Junior can move up and take a shot if you want him to.
Seems like a big good idea.
Yeah, I don't have a thing for Junior either.
Yeah, I'll roll for him.
Okay.
This is the magic crossbow, so hopefully that'll offset the fact that
Oh yeah.
what, he's basically level 0?
Yeah. He missed. Okay. Well, that guy for sure is. Well, we'll see. It's an initiative now, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right. So Wolsey, you're rolling initiative.
Okay.
I got a 4.
He might panic if he's having to make a morale check since they've lost so many of their guys at this point.
He is probably going to run, but he lost initiative, so.
Well, if he tries to run past Veer, then he could probably take a swing at him.
Yeah, well, it's y'all's turn because, you know, so they won initiative last time, right? So
yeah, they did.
Yeah, so you guys won initiatives.
All right, let me see if I can finish this guy off then. Redeem myself. That's better.
There you go.
No. one more arrow.
Well, Jordan hit him.
I know, but I haven't hit anything yet. I don't think.
Oh, he's still up with that first.
Still up? Okay, I'll take the second shot. Come on, second shot.
Do it. Do it.
Oh yeah.
Gordon, your second shot, I guess.
I think that Zorg should probably take my old short bow. Plainly, the one that he has is defective.
I know.
Go with someone else.
That's better.
There you go. Yeah, it should be.
He was just letting
There
you
you go.
have the fun of taking him out. That's all.
He's done. He's done.
Is it bobbing and weaving like this is the Matrix?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. All right. Gotta see what's down below here.
Why did you move Bufo?
Because he's moving with you. He's on your back, right? Or in your box.
Yeah, but you moved him like off the map.
Yeah, I know. I was doing something.
So now that we're at a non-combat situation, can I go ahead and bind wounds on Shepherd and then cast Cure Light afterwards?
Yeah, you can bind his wounds. So that'll be, I guess, D3, so D6 divided by 2. Okay, so he's got, that's good.
3.
3, yeah.
I'll step up and start searching bodies and searching the room.
And then I'll cast a Cure Light on him as well.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of this confining corridor, move up a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain Arlinda doesn't have any healing, or she would try to go up and help.
Beer's pretty messed up. Yeah, Beer got jacked up too. These guys have
In AD&D, can I try something that I'm not trained in, or no?
What do you mean?
I mean, could I try rolling healing on him?
No, not really. I mean, I think like Bronson has bandages and stuff like that, and he's trained in it. He's a cleric, but I don't think. I don't know. I'll have to think about that.
I don't even think that there's rules for
there's not
just using bandages unless it's just GM fiat at that point. Decide what you think is appropriate, Carl.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because Bronson's trained and has bandages. I guess maybe during downtime you could run people through a first aid course. I'm fine with that. But I think I know he and Zorik bought like herbs and bandages for that type of stuff.
Who else is needing some healing?
Veer's messed up.
Okay, I'll bind wounds first of all.
Okay. One point from that.
Hey, take what
I
you
was
can
obviously
get,
more concerned about Shepard.
right? Shepard was down a little further.
Yeah, Shepard's only down one now.
And
I
I've got
was
one
only
more.
down 9, now I'm down 8, but I still have 14 hit points now.
Okay, I've got one last cure light wound I can do, but I think if that's the case, I'll hold on to it just in case somebody is in dire straits.
Okay. All right. So
I
you
thought
guys,
we found stuff. Let me. Gosh, I hate pulling the loot thing up, but I thought we found something. Hold on.
someone can roll 7d6 for me.
Beverages, food.
7d6. Someone.
7d6?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right. We got it. So yeah. So you find 22. 20. You got on these guys. You find 22 gold pieces worth of various coinage.
Hey, Carl, that was 25 because I only did the 6 and then the X.
Oh, right. Yeah. So okay. So 25 gold pieces worth of coinage.
Okay. I'm going to try quickly without moving anything to add the 25 gold pieces to the loot. All right. Yeah, you guys can't really see past here, Beer and Arlindia. Hang on, I had this up. I can't see past what?
Like if you look down the slope, because the slope goes down to here, you can't see past that where that's a 60 feet. That's a 60-foot mark.
Right. But can I send Bufo down to peek?
Yeah.
So I can move up and send Bufo down?
Mm-hmm.
You could also have Yogi shine the bullseye down, since I think that has 80 feet of illumination.
You want to have him go down there?
Well, Bufo,
just
no, he doesn't need to, because Bufo can see in the dark too.
All right.
And I don't want him to be seen.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm trying to use Yogi somewhat gingerly, because I imagine a big shaft of a beam of light, going down is going to sort of tell people there's somebody up. And given how long it took us to dispose of all these goblins here, I think we need to be ready in case the element of surprise has been lost.
Mm-hmm. So, does Bufo see anything?
I'm getting there.
Okay. Boofy. He's the recon toad, though. He's RT. Bufo the RT. Alright. I have a feeling that we need to move down to the next map, right, Carl?
Yeah, at some point. Where are you moving Bufo?
He's at the edge there.
Down right here or right here?
Where he is on the map.
Okay.
Which
so
would be
like here.
Well, yeah, isn't that slope from here to here just the same thing?
Yeah, it is. So you guys are here. The Veer is like at the top, and technically Bronson is there too, right at the top because he's healing. Shepard's probably with Bronson. Junior's bringing up the rear, I guess. All right. Okay. What happened?
I moved Arlindia and Buffo down because you asked where he was, so I moved him down.
Okay, no, I lost a token.
How did you lose the token?
Correct.
There's 3 of us down there, and everyone else is up there. I see everyone.
Okay. I think we need to roll initiative.
Okay. Because if Buffo saw that,
Yeah, Bupo saw that.
then he would come back up to me, back in his box.
Well, let's roll initiative.
Who do you?
Bupo's down here.
Who do you?
Who's next? It's your turn to roll initiative.
Me?
Yep. These guys are kind of like, they probably heard the noise up top and they're kind of like wandering in that direction. Then Bufo jumps down, just hopping down. You're following him. He sees them. You're like, uh-oh. You see them. 1. All right. 6. All right,
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Lost initiative, guys.
I'm gonna go.
But they,
this guy.
I mean, Bufo saw them, but they didn't see him. He's just a little toad.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. They're gonna go up. We'll see. We'll see what they do. They definitely see you, right? So, see.
In the dark, they can see me.
Yes, because they're goblins.
I'm halfway up on the ramp.
Yeah. This guy's gonna move forward. They don't see Bufo. Right, this guy's gonna get in your face and try to attack you with his what was that? The short sword. AC 5 is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
This guy here.
And I don't get to retaliate.
Not yet. That guy there. He's going to step back and swing, but doesn't want to hit his buddy. Uh, 60 feet, right, was the rate? No, so he's at a -1.
But can they even see Veer? He's at the very top.
Yeah, they can see Veer.
Okay.
That is a miss. Badly. It bounces on the roof, Veer. The rock falls rolling at your feet. Next guy. Gonna draw it. We'll go up with his pick. 1, 2, 6. As far as that guy can get. Next guy. Bufo's trying to like blend in, I guess.
Yeah, he's one with the rocks.
Right. Okay. That was the other guy. There's only. Okay. Y'all's turn.
But hold off, Lindia. Is there room to be side by side next to Orlindia?
Yes, there is.
All right, then I'm going to move up and try and take the guy that's in her face to allow her to use her bow without being
Yeah, if that shaft is roughly 10 feet, we could fit 3 characters. Side by side.
13. That's AC 7. That's a hit on these guys.
So he takes 10 points of damage.
He's done. Okay.
All right, you're up, Amy.
Bufo's back up here with Arlindia.
He's gonna move. He's gonna. They see him.
Well,
if they see him.
No, I mean,
why they don't see him.
Listen, after my turn.
Okay.
I'm just moving him out of the way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty.
So you're gonna try to take these guys out first and then move them.
Yeah, with the short, because they're in point blank. So I get 1 or 2. 1, I think, right?
2 shots.
2. No.
No, plus 1. Yeah, an extra plus
Yeah.
1. That's a miss.
And my next one. 13.
Is it? That's a hit. He's done.
Well, you don't need the extra.
No. So I would leave Bufo there then, because if this guy sees it, he's going to attack him.
All right. Well, I mean, my little thing is in the way with Bufo, so Bufo's over here, but you know where he is.
Yeah, he's like here.
Right, but if I put him there, then no one else can walk through that area. It gets messy.
Yeah, you can. I'll just put him there. Okay.
It looks terrible on screen to try and do that, so we'll leave him over here. Because otherwise it's 5 different names. Why do you keep moving him back?
Okay, that's fine. All right. I'm going to put a little mark. Okay. Bronson, I guess we'll just go in order. Bronson, it's your turn. You hear like commotion coming from down here. I guess light is shining down this way. What you want to do, Tim Woolsey? You're muted. You're trying to say something?
Yeah, I was. So it's coming from the shaft?
Yeah, basically here, right? It's a slope. They're basically here, right?
Okay, I'll be moving up. Well, I'm right there, aren't I? Yeah,
you're like here technically, right?
Okay. Move up with Shepherd in front of me.
Yeah. Okay, I'll move you guys. I know it's gonna be a mess down here, but
yeah, it is.
There you go. Okay. Shepherd could probably. Oh, Shepherd was here. He moves at 9, right?
12.
Oh. Yeah, Shepherd could get to this guy here.
Okay, I'll have him attack them.
That's a miss. All right. Zorik.
I'll move down just to the start of the shaft.
Like to here. Okay, and I think you can still see. We have 60 foot, right, of vision.
Yeah.
You can see either of those 2 goblins at the bottom. Not the ones beyond Shepherd that's fighting.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not going to fire into melee, so.
Oh, no, these guys aren't in melee.
The guys in front of me are.
We can move aside. No, we're not in melee.
You're not going to be like, stop fighting just to turn to sideways.
No, I was just firing arrows.
Oh, right. Well, I know, but these guys at the bottom of the slope are not in melee.
Oh, so you're saying I got room to fire over the heads of my comrades?
Yeah.
You guys have seen my rolls. You really want me?
Oh, just don't roll a 1, and then on the 12, don't roll.
Well, okay, bad. Here you go. Do I get any pluses from being above the higher ground?
I'll give you a +1. You need it.
Higher ground.
Ah! There we go. I think it's double damage. So roll a d6 and another d6, right? So.
Oh, okay. Roll a d6 and then another d6.
Yeah.
So just 2 d6s.
Yes. 5. He's done. Nice. All right. You take your second shot? Feeling lucky?
Sure. That was fun. I hit.
Yeah.
Stuck him. Well,
That's a miss. That's a miss. But it's not a 4, though, so you don't have to worry. All right. Okay, Royden and Junior.
All right. Then, if we actually have room to shoot there, then I'll take a position.
Yeah, you can be here. Yeah.
Yeah, basically next to Zorik. Basically next to Zorik.
Yeah.
I'll have Yogi come down and just at like the base of it, just shine the bullseye down so that I can actually see.
Yeah.
And let's see. Shoot this guy.
Okay.
So how close for me?
You get a +1 because of higher ground. It's not quite blank, but
Yeah, not point blank. Still short though, and another +1 from if you're giving me high ground. So
no, from well,
hit
I felt bad for J-Ro, so I can't let be show favoritism.
All right. Okay, hit modifier extra 2, situational 12.
That's a mess.
Okay, second attack.
Wow. Oh, now roll a d12.
Oh.
Roll low. Oh, that's not good. 9. I gotta look that up. All right. Give me a second. Maybe since someone else rolled a 1, I should have gotten ready for that.
Finding the stuff on your fumble table.
Yeah.
What book is the fumble table on?
I'm using the easiest one. I think is the most fair is the one in the Hyperborea.
Yeah,
9.
AD&D doesn't have a fumble table out of the box. Gary Gygax actually hated critical hits and misses.
Yeah. 9. Awkward stumble. There's no adjacent enemies, so you're good. You kind of stumble and bump into Yogi. I guess.
Yeah, probably. Given the slope, I almost imagine that I shoot once, I try to reposition and shoot again, and instead I just lose my footing and probably fall my rear end because I can't quite stand up straight.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for everyone, right? Well, Junior, I guess he can see now. Do you want Junior to take a shot or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming Shepard is standing over my toad, so I don't feel quite so bad.
Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. That is a hit.
Woohoo!
So how much does it's 2 to 5, right? 1d4 plus 1 for medium crossbow that no one ever uses.
Light crossbow. Let's see. That's just damage. It's damage on quarrel. Light. Damage is base damage is a 4. If you're adding the magic bonus, then it'd be a D4 plus 1.
Okay, quarrel. Yeah, it's a light crossbow. Well, that's good. Aw, you didn't take him out.
But he did a good job.
You did. All right, so initiative. I guess we're Wolsey. I don't know. You and Lindia switch somehow.
Because you told me to roll.
No, I know, but all right. So Wolsey, please roll initiative. All right, you guys. He was gonna run, but you guys.
Can Arlindia shoot him?
Yeah, whoever you want to shoot can shoot.
Well,
this guy.
see if the dog takes it out, because we still got that one in the back to deal with. That you might be the only one that can hit him.
I agree. Those of us up at top don't have line of sight on this guy right now, I don't think.
Okay.
And if more people come barreling through this hallway, I don't think that we want to give up the high ground, so to speak.
No. 15?
Who are you shooting? This guy here? Or the
No,
guy?
Shepard is.
Oh, 15 is a hit. Oh, 15's a hit. Yeah. So roll damage. Oh, all right, he's still up.
Okay.
So Veer, I guess you want to move down and attack that guy next. This guy here.
Yeah, I want to move to like
Since I'm right there, can I swing? I'm right there too.
right there.
Oh, Bronson's down there too?
Yeah, I should have been right there with Shepard, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I guess you could have moved forward to do that.
I thought you sent Shepard a forward.
Oh, that's right. You're correct. You're correct.
You could easily move into melee though.
Yeah, you can move into melee. It's not a problem.
Okay.
So I got 2 attacks this round. It's favorite round. So let me see if I can take out each of these guys, and then if I can't, you can finish up whoever I don't.
Okay.
And that's a miss. And it's a 1.
Yeah, roll a d6.
D6 or D12?
Sorry, d12. Yeah. 9. Same thing. You stumble. You lose your second attack.
That's it for me then.
Oh, actually, let me see. It's actually 9 stumble. Awkward stumble. One adjacent enemy gets a free attack on you. So one of these guys gets a free attack, and then you use your second attack. That's a hit. For 4 points of damage. Okay. Bronson, you were going to go?
Yeah, I will. I'll step up and swing.
Ooh, 20.
Oh, nice. He's
7.
just, that guy's gone. All right. Okay. Interesting.
And Arlinda can shoot at this one.
Veer is in melee with that guy, right? Was that right, Veer? Or are you in melee with this guy?
I thought.
I am. I'm keeping anybody from being able to retrograde to the south.
Yeah, I think it's adjacent to both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my plan, was to use my 2 attacks to try and take out each one.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to. You could probably scoot if you wanted to. You could probably scoot down this way to see what's behind over here, or that way.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead and risk shooting him. I got 10 hit points, so I should be okay.
Bofo's
So let's
back
hold
in
on.
his box. But I think what I would do is stop here. So
Yeah, at the corner and look both ways.
and either ask Bufo to step out so he could see.
All right. So give me a second then.
Because what
This should be.
I don't
fine.
want to do
Maybe
is
funny.
put him in harm's way, but I think if he's just at the edge looking back and forth, it's harder to see him than me. Not that Arlinda's very big, but
I think we've just uncovered the rat's nest. Right.
That's water?
No, it's not water.
Aren't those the watery things?
Yeah,
Then how are they living outside of water?
because they're like amphibious. They're whatever.
Okay. So Bufo would come back after he saw
Hold on.
that. Because you are really desperately trying to kill Bufo.
I'm going to guess that those things are not going to like fire. Just a hunch.
Pretty certain they won't.
Well, there's more. Wait.
Hey, Amy, if you move 1 square north of where you are, you'd be able to fire at this guy that would have been in your sight at that point.
There's no one there. I had it. There should have only been 5.
Oh, okay. Got it.
There's one more person. See if I can find a full token for that.
You'll see Carl's on a mission to kill my toad.
No,
Yeah.
your toad's gonna be your toad. You doesn't even have to get into the box. Your toad's fine. Just keep him back there.
Just remind him you haven't fed him dinner yet.
Yeah, but these things can shoot electricity and really kill him, and they can see him. I think they can actually sense him.
No, I mean you haven't fed Carl dinner yet, so.
That is true. It's in the
Nice.
crock pot.
Are you suggesting she poison?
No, you just don't get tortillas with dinner.
I think it was a blackmail tactic.
It's a don't kill my toad tactic.
I'm looking for a cool token. Sorry, I got a ton of them, but
You can just kind of narrate. I mean, they're these
No, it's
weird
good.
fishy things.
no,
I think he's probably looking for something nastier.
Probably.
Since, I mean, we were, from what I recall, we were sort of told that this is the evil temple, so there's probably something really nasty down there.
Well, it's probably the priest.
Yeah. Oh, dang. These aren't as big as I first thought. They're like medium sized. All right. Okay. Yes. If you wanted to take a shot at one of these things.
Is that the priest in the back?
Yep.
Then I would probably not want to take a shot at the things in the front. I'd rather take the shots both at him.
Okay.
And I'd probably have to peek out a little bit more than where she's at, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's y'all's initiative, so you can move back there. You see that this is lit, by the way.
so how far up does she have to be to get point blank with him or close range?
Where you were here, right?
I was at the edge. No, I was here. The edge.
No, but when you started the round, you were right behind Bronson. So let me see if you can make it.
Point blank shots are possible within 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet.
So you'd have to get there.
Yeah, you can move up to there, but then you're being in danger from those things.
You might, that might put you so close that they're going to be in melee with you.
Yeah.
Well,
This first one, you're in. I mean, if you step up to here, you're like in point blank with this one.
Well, here's what I want to do. I'll explain what I want to do. You can tell me if I can or I cannot. I wanted to move up enough to use my push. Because remember, the push puts them at a deficit. I'm scrolling back up to it. Which I can't get to it. But I thought you said that push... it's not unarmed. I have to try to pull it up.
I don't want to be a rules lawyer here, admittedly, but so Carl, you have to decide on this. But spells usually have to be declared at the beginning of the round because of the way the spell interruption works. If you it kind of doesn't work properly if people can just cast them whenever they want.
Right.
Well, at the beginning of the round. So what does that mean?
So you could still so next round you can do that, but this round you have your bow out, you're moving, you stand here, you turn, you see these guys, and you can take some shots if you wanted to.
Take 2 shots at him, and then after everybody goes, that's the new round, and I can use my push because I haven't done anything but look.
Yeah, you can take a shot at that guy if you wanted to. You can take your 2 shots.
Okay, but I have to move out, right?
You just peek your head around. I mean, really.
But if if I move to here, that's medium range, right? Said I need to get to here.
No, it's still short range. It's not
It's just
point
not
blank.
point blank.
Yeah, but you get 2 shots.
Let's see.
It's a risk, right?
21.
That is a hit.
Is he large or just regular damage?
Regular damage.
Okay, so that, and then do I get my extra d6?
No.
6 points.
All right. He's still up.
And then my next one?
Yep.
20.
That is a hit.
Is that a nat?
No, it's not a nat 20. It's a hit. He's probably shocked. He's probably like shocked like Glitheriel was.
3 more points.
3. Okay.
So total of 9 points.
9 points. All right. He it's interesting. I guess at exactly 0 you're unconscious, right? Is that right?
For player characters or NPCs,
Yeah,
like, decide they're dead or they're unconscious. I think that's for the GM to decide how you want.
Yeah, I think this guy kind of falls to the floor unconscious. He's out. He's out of the fight.
Does
at least,
anything
and down
happen?
and dying.
Does anything happen to the 2 electrical amphibious little creatures?
No, not yet. They haven't really gone yet, so they don't. They see him go down. So it's interesting. I'll have to figure something out on their turn.
And that's only
They might do.
one of the 2 priests, so the other one's probably in the temple. All right. So she'll.
Well, this is. So I wish I could. So this thing here is a dais with a stone spire on the top. So I have a picture, but I can't, for whatever reason.
That's okay, but that's the temple.
I can't get. Yeah.
Okay. And she will make her signals, her noise signals to Veer and Bronson and Zorik and Rodan about 1 unconscious, 2 electrical amphibians.
I don't know.
Whatever they're called. The ugly fish we can't eat.
Yeah.
Is it 2 or 3?
Mud tigers.
The mud
It
tiger.
looks like 3. Are there 3 of them there, or are there 2?
I only see
There.
2.
There's 2. Right there.
2 mud tigers and an unconscious priest right at the moment.
Yeah. Well, he's down. I guess he's at 0, so he's unconscious. I guess. I don't know if he's down and dying. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's out of the fight, which is great.
But
I see 3 tokens for Mud Tigers. Is that
You
just
probably
a roll 20 thing?
Yeah, it's an artifact. So you probably just
Okay.
need to refresh and.
Yep. So like that goblin up above that I see. So just an artifact.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Rodan, Zorik, and Yogi and Junior haven't gone this round.
Right, but there's still 1 by Veer, so I don't think Veer can move yet.
No, Veer went. Right,
I'm
and he
saying
missed.
I don't think he can move yet.
Yeah, I won already.
He went. So yeah, so Bronson, Shepard, Veer, and you have gone. So Rodan, Zorik, and Yogi et al. And Junior can follow up. So
I guess I'll just move up.
And I'm assuming these corridors are as wide as the other ones were. So
yeah,
we
they're
can
10
all
feet.
fit.
They're 10 feet. Yeah, they're 10 feet wide. So
All right. Well, if this guy is actually not there,
there's no one
that's
there.
just-
Yeah.
All right, well, in that case, let's get rid of this remaining goblin that's still in contact with Veer because I still think this one is alive. So
No, I finished that one off. That's more like critical. I rolled a nat 20 on that one.
so there's nobody in melee right now then?
No,
dead.
Veer is in melee with this guy.
That's what I thought.
I thought that's the one that I hit a nat 20 on.
No, that one right there that was there you killed.
Okay.
Do I have room to charge?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot wide. It's a 10-foot wide quarter.
Arlindia will remind you that those mud things can shoot electricity. Be careful.
All right. Well, I'm going to charge him then. And so, charging my longsword, that's an extra 2 to hit from charging.
Why don't you guys use some flaming arrows on these guys?
Because
The goblins?
I already went.
That's a miss. And Zorik, is that all you're going to move? You're going to move further in.
Can I move past and head to the south?
Yeah, I mean you can. There's enough room, like past Shep. You can move through your guys. It's a 10-foot corridor, and Royden and Veer now have that guy. Yeah. So you were here. So what's your move? What's your move?
It was I think 12, but I'm in plate now, so it should be 6, I guess. So
yeah, you can. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess Arlinda's technically like right here, right at that corner.
Yeah, I was just moving so that you could see.
Yeah, it's a big mess.
She's a little further out because she would have been obstructed making her shots. So she's just a little further out. There you go.
Yeah.
And I moved Bufo down here just for right now.
Just out of way.
Yeah.
All right, so Yogi's going to follow up, obviously, and then you don't want Junior to fire in the melee, right?
No.
No.
And I got to see those guys there. Wow. Okay.
They're not observant?
No, there was something else.
Oh.
Also, Amy, roll me a d6. Okay. And these guys here, I gotta roll something for them. Oh, they start eating this guy.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Except I don't think he's dead, so that might hurt a little bit.
Yeah, they like shake their heads, and then they turn and growl. This
He's
guy's
probably
like,
dead now.
this guy, they turn and growl. That guy kind of fading in and out of consciousness. He goes, ah, and they pounce on him. I rolled
The circle of life?
Yeah, I failed their morale, so that's my interpretation of them failing their morale. Because they're like released from their whatever binding. Okay.
But there's still one priest around somewhere. Because
maybe.
We were told there's 2 priests.
Right. Yeah. This looks like a sinkhole, Amy. And this is like, I wish, let me get that picture. So I did screenshot it.
So by sinkhole, I don't want to go into that.
Right. And okay. Yeah, we're still I think the only things that can go right now is this guy here, right?
Right.
This guy here?
The one that's in melee with Veer and Worden?
Alright, he's gonna fight. He attacks. Got 2 choices. He sticks with Veer.
Sorry.
That is a miss.
Not sorry.
These guys went. I gotta see what's in that room. I already checked one room. It's like you guys are like nothing in there. Down there. What's that? Okay.
This is just a general question, but if I was to throw a stink bomb at these little creatures, that wouldn't have affected them, right?
It might have. Yeah, it might have. All right.
But they don't really smell the way we do, huh?
How long do you guys have, by the way? Because it's coming up on 1:00. We go till 1:30.
Yeah, I'm good till whenever.
Yeah, I'll have a schedule.
I'm fine.
Same.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm just making sure.
We're good because the rice doesn't take that long, and neither do the veggies.
Yep.
And
I wanted to, if you could pause it real quick, Amy,
okay.
because I wanted to getting that handout
Okay.
for you.
Paused.
Okay, yeah. So this is the what you see, Arlindia, as you look down the corridor.
As a
Strange
little eye on the
pyramid.
top.
Yep. Okay. It's a new round, so I guess, like I said, it's a Veer. Snake is rolling initiative. 2. I got a 6.
But who do you have to go? The two that are eating the guy?
Yeah, they're still going to eat.
I almost feel sorry for the guy, but I don't.
That guy is screaming, crying out. Is this guy here? What doing? No. Okay. I got someone moving.
What do you mean? Out of the pyramid, most likely, right?
No.
Real quickly, when you say there's a sinkhole at 49, is that just where they were putting stuff that they no longer wanted, or sinkhole?
You don't know. You just see like there's a sinkhole there. You can see it like in the corner.
Okay.
I think that's. You can just see the edge of a sinkhole.
Okay.
Effectively, barely, maybe. Okay, that's fine. All right. All right. You, Arlinda, you hear like you hear someone yelling from this corridor,
Okay.
and you hear like a lot of commotion. So yelling. First he yells in common, and then he starts talking in goblin, but it's not a goblin talking in goblin. And he's yelling, and then these things, when he yells, these things kind of stop. They stop munching on their fallen cleric here.
So is the
Okay.
cleric dead?
Oh, he's totally torn up. Yeah, he's dead.
So he wasn't a priest, he was just a cleric.
Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a priest.
So he's one of the two that we were told were there.
Yeah. So, like I said, you heard someone yelling from back here somewhere, out of sight from you. Okay, you guys go. I don't have anything else. Yeah.
And they don't notice her?
Go have that goblin.
Oh, that one goblin. Okay. He's gonna attack Veer because Veer's injured. Smells blood. Blood in the water. And he misses.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't flee. There's nowhere to go, right? So, okay.
Well, first things first.
Yeah.
Veer should be able to finish him off, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope so. Ever since we had that first break,
You're gonna redeem
Roll
yourself.
20. Roll 20
You're
reset.
gonna get a nat 20. And
I missed.
That's a
Wait,
miss.
is this a favorite round? I forgot.
No, you had a favorite round last
That's
round.
right, that was last
And
time.
okay.
All right. Well, in that case, I guess it's up to, let me see if I can take him out so we can finish this melee scrum here.
Oh
No.
no! What is going on up there?
See if Shepard can do it.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Shepard's there
Yeah,
too.
Shepard could probably get in there.
I got Shepard and myself, so
Yeah.
Shepard's the big damn hero in this. So
A roll 20 giveth, roll 20 taketh away.
Yeah, I guess-
Apparently.
apparently.
Yeah. Royden can scoot over and both those guys can get in there without getting an attack.
Come on, Shepard.
yeah, I had it all minimized here. Let's see. Shepard.
12.
12 is a miss.
No.
Wait, no, wait.
Hits
No,
armor
okay.
class 8.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. And then myself.
John, he critted the last guy. Get this guy skull in.
Yep.
It's all right. We're still proud of Shepard.
There you go. That's a hit. For sure.
Now he's gone.
Probably. Oh, yeah. He's gone. Move out of the way.
All right.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there a way to light my arrows on fire when I shoot them at these things?
Got a bullseye lantern.
Not really. Not
Okay.
right now.
Okay, but I can shoot them and see what happens.
Right.
So if I get to here, are they both at close range, or do they move off to this side now?
They're there at they're at point blank if you're there. Yeah.
Well, as Woolsey just said, I mean, you could theoretically dip the arrow into the lantern oil because Yogi does have the lit lantern.
We had soaked oil or arrows. I remember that the last game session.
Yeah,
At the end of the last game
I have
session.
those with me, but I just don't have a way to light them on fire.
The bullseye lantern you should give, or if not, we could light a torch for that matter. We're not in the middle of melee.
Oh, Amy, we're still in combat, right? So.
Yeah, next round.
We'll see.
So we'll shoot my 2 point blanks at them.
Yep.
And point blank gets me +1 or +2?
It's an extra +1 on your. Okay. It ends up being +2 because of the way I set up the longbow. 11 is a miss.
Okay, one more time. Hopefully higher.
Yep.
12.
Let me see.
Higher, but not by much.
Yeah. That is actually a hit on that guy.
Okay. And I get my extra D6 because it's point blank, right?
Yeah. Which one are you shooting, left or right?
The left.
Okay.
6 plus.
Another 6.
Yeah. 6 plus 3, 9.
Nice. That one's taken out.
Okay. And I will hold.
Okay.
I don't want to get too close to this where they see me, but this one I'll.
Well, now that they saw that mud tiger plugged with an arrow, they're gonna see something. Okay.
True, but they don't know the rest of the group is here.
All right. Zorik can still go.
Can I step up to the entrance and
take a shot? Thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Their armor class isn't that great. I'm so shocked.
Awesome.
Right.
I don't guess I get any pluses.
No.
I know.
Our hides aren't very thick then.
Yes.
I think it'll be funny if that was Oh no! Did you damage me?
D12. Hey, that's like a bunch of ones. All right, you stumble, you lose your other attack. Yeah, lose your other attack.
So I don't get my second attempt.
No.
That's 3 9s with the 1s for stumbling forward.
I know, that's so funny.
Arlinda will put her arm out and help Zorik back up.
Do you want Yogi to move forward?
He can.
Like to here, I guess.
I don't think he can get all the way up there, but he can.
And then Junior, it's got 1, 2.
I mean, this room is kind of lit, so he doesn't necessarily need to go that far. But
I guess Junior can peek around and take a shot if you want him to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go flush against the wall.
Yeah.
Although he did really well last time, so hopefully he does really well this time.
Yeah. Okay. That's a hit.
Woohoo! Go Junior!
So damage, though, is not that great.
I think it's D4 plus 1, right?
Yep. 4 points. That's good.
It injures it.
It injures it. Okay. So I send you around now.
Well, don't they get to go? They haven't gone.
No, they went.
Oh, okay.
They were still busy munching on them at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, they were munching. They were munching. There was some yelling from back here. Now they know that there are people there. Okay. All right, roll initiative. So now it is J-Ro. You're up for initiative. I got a 6. You got a 3. I go.
It's okay. Is he gonna munch on the other?
No,
One, do you think?
No, I think so. I think that whoever was commanding them made him snap out of it.
So this guy comes out back here.
There's the
You
other
kinda see-
priest.
Yeah, he sees what's going on. He is going to.
Now let me ask this question. So on Arlindia's turn, if she wanted to cast the push, she could this time, right? Because it'd be the beginning of a round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wonder. Oh, what is that?
I don't know that I will. I just want to make sure I keep track of that.
Okay. I'm gonna see what the range is of this.
Yeah. Again, I don't want to backseat DM, but typically it is that you declare actions, and the spell declarations to be made first, because otherwise, if you decide to cast spells like mid round, it sort of breaks the way that spell interruption is supposed to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Um.
I'm not saying she's going to do it because I think we figured out that these priests are a little bit squishy.
All right. Well, that's.
I guess technically you're supposed to declare before you actually roll initiative, is that way if somebody wins initiative over you, they could interrupt the spell you started to cast.
Right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it right now anyways. I'm just...
Yeah, so I wonder if this guy would.
No, I realize that. I'm
just
saying.
I guess this guy comes out and here, and then he's gonna move towards to attack Arlindia. It's his best option.
But he went left, so instead of going left, he's going right.
Yeah, I was looking. I thought he could do something, but his spells are too close up and personal. But since I didn't declare I was going to cast a spell, he's going to run up and attack you. He has a mace.
Okay. And hopefully she can dodge well.
Yeah. Well, I roll like crap, so yeah.
Okay.
All right. This creature. This creature flees and jumps into the pool. Right. These guys here. A bunch of goblins pour out of this room. I'm moving them first, so then they're going to do something.
And if I step back on my turn, he attacks again, right?
You can get an attack opportunity. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, these guys are going to like sling volley at you guys. I think that's what they got. Slings. Yeah, they got slings. So I'll just divide it. So 3 at Arlindia and.
While she's in melee with her boss?
Oh, shoot. That's right.
Well, 3 1s would be nice.
Well, it's like it becomes like 50-50, right? Because they're both the same size. Well, I'll do the 3 at Zorik first then.
But don't they have to go through their boss to get to it?
That's
pretty. They're not very intelligent.
Well, the highest I get is an AC 6. That's all. That's misses on him on Zorik, right? All right, and then against. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Arlindia is AC 2, so
no, I know.
I don't know what their boss is, but if they shoot and miss,
I know. I missed, but now I got to re-roll for it. But now it's like see who it would have hit. But I think those are all misses anyway on both of you. So, right. So 2 would have hit you, 1 would have hit him, but they all miss anyway because 855. So those are all misses. All right. So all these rots are bouncing around that hallway. It's kind of funny. I think that's it. I gotta roll for these guys now.
Arlinda would just be kind of laughing and be like, okay. They obviously don't care about their boss's safety very much, do they?
Junior's like, there's some behind us too.
I'll take care of them.
All right.
What do you mean behind you? There's just us
They're
behind
coming
you.
from 49.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. Like these 2 probably came up and said, enemy. And then these guys move as far as they can. Okay. Those guys are, let me see if they what kind of stuff they got. I guess they're throwing rocks. These 2 guys.
Can they even get close enough to hit us?
They can attack Junior.
Is he even that far out in the hall?
I mean, I'll give him some cover, but Junior, yeah, that's a miss. Those are misses. Anyway, for sure, because he's got chainmail on, so he's AC 5, right? So cool. All right, you guys, it's your turn.
I have a question. Can I still shoot my bow at him even though he's right in front of me?
I don't think you can. You have to be 5 feet away at least. And there's no 5-foot step, so he gets this. You can do that. He's gonna get a swing at you if you do that, though. If you step back to 5 feet and shoot him.
No, I'm not thinking about stepping back. I was thinking about pulling like a Legolas move where I pull my arrow and just stab him with it.
I mean, it's gonna be like at a -2 to hit him. If you do that, like an improvised weapon.
Because if I decide to use my longsword, that's an action. I don't get to attack this round. So.
No, you still get to attack. You still get to attack. It's like you drop your bow and draw your longsword and attack him. It's fine.
Yeah, since in AD&D, the round is supposed to be
Like a minute
long. You can draw a weapon and attack in the same round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that then. And do I get anything for him being this close to me or no?
No, just
okay. So I don't have to add a minus anything.
No.
Because I wonder, because if I did do, no, I'd only still get to use 1. Never mind. 13 hit.
That's it. That's a hit.
Okay, roll damage. Hang on, it says damage. Is he large, small, or medium?
Medium.
Damage type, small, attacks quantity, additional to hit 1. Okay.
They're wearing like leather aprons.
I know.
Like
6.
Like they're 6 damage. Okay. He's still up.
Because I think that's all I get to do with that, because I'm not a longsword specialist, right?
Right. Okay. Who's next?
I'm going to throw darkness on his center and on his face.
This guy here?
The priest, yeah.
Okay. All right. So saving throw. He makes it.
Do what?
He made it.
Okay, that just means it's right behind him, but he's still going to be in the sphere of it. It's a 4-inch diameter, or 4 foot in this case diameter, so that's 8.
Yeah, but now you guys can't see the goblins.
Huh?
Now you guys can't see the goblins.
Well, they can't see us either.
Oh, I guess that's true. Okay.
Did they have to make saving
Yeah,
throws?
because no.
The saving throw was only the darkness goes off no matter what. The saving throw means that I didn't center it right on where I centered it. It's going to be right behind him. He's still in the sphere, but it's just not directly on him.
Okay.
How big is it? You said
Well, I mean, in the book it says 4. It's 4 inches, which means, in gameplay, an inch is a foot, so it's 4 feet. Or I mean, an inch is 5 feet, but I don't know. It's
And I thought it was 10. So that'd be 40 feet. That would cover
40
that
feet.
entire hallway.
Yeah, he's got like all this is dark, right? So
And yeah, that's 40 feet.
yeah, so
So you'd probably
Yeah.
get yourself and Arlindia and all the goblins.
well, I
and the
mean, if he can,
priests.
he's centering it behind him, right? Behind this guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
True,
it would be
true.
it'd be directly behind him, not in the middle of the goblins.
Yeah, so directly behind him like this. Is that what you said?
No, like 1 foot behind the main guy.
Oh, okay.
That's where it would end up centering.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so there. Yeah, so like basically like that. That's 40 feet. All right, so all that is dark in that circle. And technically down this way too.
I almost asked you if they need to make courage under fire. Wrong
No.
game. Wrong game.
Okay, cool. Well, so that's all dark.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next? I guess Junior can take a shot at one of these guys in the back.
Well, heading towards 49, you mean?
That's a miss. That's easy. All right. Who's next? Bronson. All the melee other guys who are in melee. Right.
Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering, since Veer has the most direct punching power, maybe he should try and kill that priest as soon as possible, and then again, unless Carl, you want to do it more, traditional AD&D where we all declare, because I want that priest dead.
Yeah.
I can't reach him.
Oh, you don't have enough movement?
I only got 30 feet of movement.
Oh, who?
Take me down the hallway.
Royden, you have Royden, you only have 30 feet.
I have 90. I'm in chain.
Yeah, whoever's in chain can move 90. Yeah. All right. Just whoever wants to go.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna move into melee and try and kill this priest, because the goblins are, in my opinion, far less threatening than an evil priest.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, no charge. Already expended that, so just a standard attack roll.
That's a hit,
Yay.
All right.
and he's done. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Arlindia will high five you.
All right. Veer.
I'm just going to move down here by Junior. That's as far as I can make it.
You can. I thought you can move 60.
I'm in bandit. I thought I only had 30 feet.
No, bandit's got it. It's probably a 6, right?
Let me take a look at my screen. Banded male, bulky, base move 9.
Yeah, 9.
So how far do I get?
90 feet. You can get there.
Oh, then I'm going to come up on this guy and hit him. Oh, is this a favored round now?
Yes, it is favorite round.
I'm going to move up next to these guys and try and swing them.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, it's not like 6-second rounds, right? It's a minute, so that's why the movement's pretty generous in this game, right? In a way. That's
First one's a miss.
Yeah.
And another miss. I can't hit for anything today.
Just
Yeah.
practicing. Just practicing.
Okay. Shepard, Bronson.
Yeah, Shepard will go all the way up there and attack as well. I will go as far as I can with my 60 foot.
Okay. So Shepard can for sure get there to fight
Right.
Mr. Veer. Yeah, so get him here. And then Bronson. So Bronson's like here. That's a hit. So that's
Way
a
to go,
goblin. It's a
Shepherd.
goblin, right?
Yes, it is.
Goblin's
Shepherd.
taken down. Okay.
I
All right.
think Shepherd likes to bite on goblins versus anybody else. At least so far.
Okay. All right. New round, right?
I think so.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Grayek, you're going to be rolling initiative. Any spell casting? I guess I should ask for people to declare that first.
I'm thinking I probably will use the push.
Okay.
On
She's
you can't see these guys at all. I mean, they're probably got to move in the melee.
I know that, but I could see these guys over here, and if I can get there, I was thinking about pushing them into the sinkhole.
They're not. I don't know if they're close enough. I think you can only push them 10 feet. Oh, well, yeah, that guy's not close enough.
Well, then I guess I won't. Whatever. I was trying. I mean, I know these guys are over here, and if I push, I can't just push them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see them. They're probably have to come out of the darkness somehow.
which will probably just put them back in the melee with us as we're pretty much standing on
Honestly-
top of them.
Yeah, so
Honestly,
you
by the time that goes off, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we have to roll initiative, but I think you guys can like hold your actions when they come out here. Royden and Arlindia can get an attack on them, right?
Yeah,
Even
that's
if you win initiative or not, right? So okay, we got to roll initiative. So
Well, then I won't do the push. Then it doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right.
I really wanted
Gray-
to use
Alright.
the push or sleep on the priest, but they got slept kind of
Yeah.
quickly.
I got a 6. Got a 4. Okay, well they get to go. So I'll do over here first. Guess that guy drops a sling, draws a. Do they have short swords or picks? I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to stab you with the short sword. Here. That's a miss. These guys here. Well, this guy's gonna move up to attack Shepherd.
Not the dog.
That's a miss.
That's okay.
This guy here. What's that way? This guy, here you have 60 feet of vision, right? Let's see.
I do.
Okay.
Which begs the question: if I was to go into this area where the spell is, with my vision, I would still not be able to see him.
Right.
No,
It's like magical darkness.
Okay.
This guy is gonna run down yelling. He's like yelling in this direction. That guy there. These guys got to come out of the darkness. But they want initiative, so you guys don't get that free hit. So they're gonna. So one there, one there, one there. Oops.
But would they even know which way to go? You keep moving it. Keep moving in the darkness
I know.
further and further over instead of.
Well, because it's not. It's a token, not a.
He's having to move it so he can move the tokens.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that guy moves in the corner. Can't see anything. I mean, I guess they kind of know what direction to go. I mean, really. These guys will probably try to go down this way.
How long does that last?
The darkness is at my level 4 turns.
Oh wow. You could get rid of it anytime, right?
Wait.
Right. So these two guys are going to attack Arlindia and Royden.
4 turns or 4 rounds?
It says four turns plus one, or 4 turns plus 1 turn per level,
A
or
long
6
time.
turns plus one. But the darkness is half, so it's
Oh.
eight or
Right.
4 turns.
All right, so AC 5 on our Lindia, crit on Roden. Maybe it's probably a 2d6.
It's a miss on our Lindia, though.
Yeah, AC 5 on our Lindia, and then 20.
Yeah, you rolled 20 against me, so
Yeah.
just roll damage.
7 points. It's not so bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you still okay over there, Gordon?
Yeah,
I'm down
yeah.
place to half health.
All right. Okay, I think that's it for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't gone yet.
No, they won initiative, so
Okay.
so now it's y'all's turn.
Yeah. So can our Lindia pick her bow back up?
Well, there's a guy in her face, so
Okay, so she
you have to fight.
the long
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
Okay. $19.
That's a hit. 1 point of damage.
For a whopping 1 point.
Roden. Might as well do that. That's a crit.
Critical.
Crit him back. He's well, all the other.
Because the priest is gone, right?
Yeah,
That's
he's
better.
done.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay, cool. Okay.
And I just bruised him up for you. Roughed him up a little bit for you.
No, well, that guy's done. All right, Zork.
We're
Yeah,
attacking separate targets.
Step and swing.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna slip in there.
Do we get any modifiers since they just came out of darkness?
No.
No +1 or anything?
Mm-mm. That's a hit.
Go, Zori.
Damage. He's done. Cool. So those guys are done. I'm just gonna move him back out of the way because those other guys are probably gonna take their place, right?
But our Lindia could pick up her bow, though, before they move, because they have to wait for their next turn, right?
Yeah, I guess after that guy's dispatched, our Lindia can pick up her bow. Yes, that's
Okay.
probably true. Same, Royden could get his bow out too if he wanted to. That's fine. Right. So Zork cleared the space for you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Other side. Steve Shepard. Shepard and Veer.
I'm gonna send Shepard chasing after the guy that went up yelling and screaming.
It's gonna be two. It's gonna be 2 attacks of opportunity though.
Let me attack first. Maybe I can roll
Okay.
that down if I'm going to attack the northern one that's next to Shepard.
Okay. Nope.
Still can't hit.
Yeah, I don't think you can't really move through creatures, right? So enemies. You can move through friends, but yeah.
You talking about Shepard?
Yeah.
Okay. I
guess you could try to overbear him, right?
Well, I just figured he's a dog. He's kind of wily, and I figured this is a 10-foot corridor. These were goblins, kind of small. I figured he'd be able to get through there.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. They'll still get attacks of opportunity, but yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to actually be stepping up and swinging at one of those goblins as well.
Yeah, so you can step. You want to do that first, and then have Shepard go after. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, just move.
We
we know you're there.
Okay, I'll be moving up there to also the one that's right in front of Shepard.
Hard pressed fighting in the corridors. That's a miss. All right. So you can have Shepard do that. That's fine.
I will have him do that.
Okay.
Because I would think he'd be focused on Bronson now, right?
All right, they miss him.
Yay.
Okay. And so you get an attack on that one that I'm sure you can chase him down.
Yeah, he can attack that guy. That's a hit.
Woohoo!
He's done. Okay. What's in 51?
Hey, by the way, forgive me. I just need to recheck something because I might have missed it. Where did this smoke screen darkness come from again?
Zorak cast it. Zorak cast the darkness.
Yeah, it's a light spell or darkness spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's because they were getting pelted by flames, so it's a good tactic, right? So
Well, I also wanted to try to blind the priest. Also.
yeah. Well, he got blinded by all the blood in his face.
Light by the light.
Okay. All right. So Shepard chases that one down. Let's see where this guy's at.
I think that's everybody.
Other than Junior and Yogi, well, Junior, but he's got nothing to do at this moment.
Yeah, because if he
Okay.
shoots, he's shooting at others, so we
Yeah,
wouldn't ask him to do that.
All right, so I guess it's a new round. Yep, it's a new round. So, Amy, you're up for initiative again.
Oh, come on, give me a 6.
I got a 5.
So did
All
I.
right, you guys go because you have you guys are faster or have dex
Okay.
bonuses.
All right, Arlindia wants to shoot her 2 arrows at those two, because I'm assuming they're point blank.
Yeah.
22.
That's a hit. Mm-hmm.
8 plus.
But he's done. That's
Okay,
fine.
all right. And then the second arrow. 17.
It's a hit.
6. Do I need to do the other 6 still?
Nope, he's done. All right, Royden, do you want to do anything or move or something or?
Yeah, let's see. We got Bronson, Veer, and melee.
Zorak, there's that's what there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 missing goblins somewhere. Zorak, from what you remember, and Arlindia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's still 2 missing goblins in the darkness.
Yeah, you heard him move around. You don't hear anything coming from the darkness, so they're either really very still or they're moving somewhere.
Is it a spell you can uncast or not really?
Yeah, if you drop the darkness, I'd probably want to try and eliminate the guys on our side. Otherwise, I'm rushing over to fight on the other side because I am not going to try and blind fight in there.
Oh, that's no problem.
I would probably go ahead and go to the back. I'll stand here in case somebody comes out of the darkness.
Okay, then I'm going to go join Rotten Token. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's a mess over here. It's okay.
Fine. Yeah, I'll just go here-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna attack the goblins are engaged if Bronson and VR got enough liberation.
Yeah.
So longsword.
That's a miss.
Nope.
All right, Bronson or Veer.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Was this a favored round? No,
This is a favored round.
it is.
Yeah.
All right. Try attacking the southern one first.
That's a miss.
Oh no!
That hits an AC of 8.
8 is not enough. That's a hit.
That one hits. 10 points of damage.
Yeah, he's done. The good thing is if you hit him, they're usually going to go down.
Yeah,
All right, Bronson.
a little squishy.
Okay, I will swing and I will have Shepard come back as well.
That's a miss for Bronson. And then Shepard, you want him to attack this thing? Like that.
Yep, just like that. I guess he could have an attack too, couldn't he?
Yep.
This is rough one from screen to screen.
Yeah. Dang.
Hmm.
Alright. Roll a d12. That's like a bunch of 1. 12. He hurts himself.
Oh, Shepard.
Roll a d8. Oh no.
No.
He does double damage to himself somehow.
Almost. He's unconscious. I know
No,
that.
no, sorry, never mind. That's fine. It's just normal damage. Normal damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 to 2 is 1 to 2 is critical damage to himself. Okay.
Okay. He does 8 to himself though.
No, what's his? What do you mean?
Did you say he did 8 to himself, or
No. What's his normal bite damage? Just
his
1.
normal bite damage is 1 to 4?
Yeah. So
I think.
yeah, 1d4.
I'd
I think it's
have to
2 to
look at
5,
it.
right? I think it's 1d4 plus 1.
I think it is 2 to 5.
Yeah. So yeah,
Here, I could just do.
a d4 and add 1. Yeah, it's fine.
Please roll a 1.
There. That's
Aw.
his.
Yeah. He cuts himself on something, maybe some of these dead bodies that are littering the ground. Okay.
Mine is not a safe place for a little baby dog.
Cool. Is that it for you guys?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. My turn. So this one here, this guy here will attack Bronson.
Because I'm assuming you do not want Junior to shoot at this guy, right?
Right. AC 7 on Bronson. Right, a miss.
Yeah, got HC 1.
Who is shooting?
No one's shooting. This guy here is attacking the guy between Shepard and Bronson.
Oh, okay.
So this wall opens. There's a goblin there. And I guess he's gonna attack. He's gonna attack your poor lantern bearer.
Just out of curiosity, since both me and Orlindia have a chance just walking by a secret door to
Oh, right. Arlindia missed, but Veer, you should roll.
How did I miss? I didn't even look.
You rolled a 5.
Oh.
Veer, you see a secret door there. Sorry about that.
All right, so we knew there was a door there. So with Junior,
Junior can target. Yeah, Junior can target one of
all right,
those.
so Junior gets to shoot that first one when they reveal that door.
That's true. He's done.
Bye-bye.
Blam. Junior crits him.
Good job.
He's like aiming right for that door. That's 6 points of damage. That first guy is done. The other guy is like, he's gonna try to sling Junior back. Ace, that's a miss. Because Junior's got chainmail.
Good job, June.
Carl, quick question.
Yeah.
So part of this door or wall still has fog. There we go. I wasn't sure if it was an artifact on my part.
Yep. No, I hadn't done it yet. Cool. That's good. Okay, yeah. So Junior's like, I got him. In the
Good job.
face. All right.
Stay diligent, Junior. Stay diligent.
All right. So new round. So I think it's hopefully we can finish it up this round. Snake, you are up for the initiative. Yeah, you guys got it.
Woohoo.
All right. So everyone wants to go, and then we'll.
I'll try and finish off the one next to Bronson, Shepard, and me.
All right, and then since technically I should have been in there in melee with Bronson and Veer, so let's see if they kill this guy though.
He's done. Beer.
Hit an AC of 5.
Yeah, he's done.
All right, great. Then I'm going to turn around and probably heard Junior shouting for that, and I'm going to see if I can pop that goblin next to him, so got the longbow.
Yeah, with the longbow. Broad your longbow, and he's like,
All right.
he puts his hands up, please, please. Too late. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Well,
But
he
you,
is very lucky because if he's surrendering, I will hold my second shot.
Okay.
But Junior's probably excited and wouldn't hold his shot and fire.
yeah, I was gonna say, Junior.
I'll let Carl decide that.
Remember these guys killed his dad, right? So
Yeah, I would think Junior would take the shot.
I think he just hit him.
he just hit him. Yep, he's done. Take that, stinking goblin. All right.
So I guess the real question, are those the two that were in darkness that circled around? Or
yes, it looks. Yeah, they probably were. You can make that guess. All right, so the only thing that was left was like this thing. Oops.
Well, I mean, I still want to get into this and make sure there's not another priest in there. And I would think we wanted to check these bodies to see if they had spell books or anything.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, there's a lull now. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean,
so.
It's all quiet. We don't hear any more shouting.
Yeah, but to be safe, I think we would come in here and make sure that there's no one else in here. If she goes in here, does she see anything else?
No, there's no one.
I'll also make sure that where that goblin was running down there yelling, nothing's coming from that way.
Yeah, you take someone with the lantern down there, and then it comes to like a door here.
All right, well,
And
you look down. Door.
You look down here.
Is the darkness gone now?
It's up to Zorik.
Yeah, I'm gonna step into this room and look at this obelisk.
Okay. Take the darkness off.
Because Arlindia wants to go into the temple itself and make sure that there's no one else there. And we know that creature.
There's a creature in there, so you can, if you want to take a shot at it, it's trying to.
I would.
Hi, huh? You gonna take a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I close range or do I need to get closer?
Yeah, you can get to point blank.
It's the remaining mud tiger.
Yeah, 15.
It's gonna be dead. That's a hit. Yep.
5 plus. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna pop. Cool.
And then I want to. Can I enter the temple?
Yeah. So Yogi's by you.
Yeah.
Royden. Yeah. We'll do that in a sec. Royden, give me a D6 roll. All right. Sorry to do this, but oops.
We've made a little bit of a mess. But trying to clean it up.
Yeah, you shine. How light's like 60 feet or something, right? Oh, geez.
80.
80. Okay. You light this cavern up, or Yogi behind you lights this cavern up. You see some goblins who are like, they're like around this fire pit, whatever. They look up and they're like, their eyes are like blinded by that. They're surprised. I can just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we need to get to another.
Well, you
It
have
probably might be quick, but you never know.
You have the stink bombs too that you can throw in there that should affect them.
Yeah.
I don't
Am
know.
I
I don't know.
carrying any of those?
I'm sorry?
Am I carrying any of those?
Yeah, we all have them with us.
Okay.
No, I think there weren't that many.
No, remember I said while we were taking our downtime, we had the freed prisoners making a bunch of them. So I'm assuming we each have like one, maybe?
Yeah, probably everyone has like a one stink bomb at least. But
Like
Probably
Yogi
fine.
would have one, Rodin would have one.
all right, I don't know, Bro, did you want to do anything about these goblins here? Or?
Yeah, I think that I guess since I won the surprise round, and I got a segment over them, shout out that there's more and open fire.
Okay.
I think I'd rather just try and shoot in the longbow.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
You can
Not
you
point
can
blank.
step
No.
up. You can step up and shoot, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should. So I can get the point blank bonus.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish out any combats. So and then we can explore. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to answer J Rose question. Oh, yeah, one's dead.
Well, yeah, it's super dead.
Super
All right.
dead.
Other one.
Mhm.
On. There we go.
That's a hit.
All right.
Yeah, he's done.
All right.
Okay. Veer, Bronson, and Shepard are in that area, so I don't know if they want to try to do something.
Yeah, we'll head that way.
Actually, I'm going to move up towards this door to keep us from being attacked by another direction.
Okay. All right. It's a pretty like solid door. Like I think. Let me see if I can.
Bronson could get up to that one, I know.
This door is like iron and with iron reinforced with iron bars, almost like this is like a prison of some sort in here.
And where?
Where Veer is, this door here.
Not on my screen. Okay.
It's like a iron. It's like a like if it reminds you of like looking into like a prison. Like the door that would open into like a prison.
So that's probably where the slaves are.
So it's a solid door, or is it like a barred door that I can see through?
No, it's a solid door.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to stand ready in case something comes out of it.
Okay.
I moved up myself, and I'm about to attack Bronson or with Shepard.
Okay. Yeah, I think Shepard can get to one of those guys from where he was at.
Yeah, I moved him up.
Yeah. Okay. Taking damage.
17.
Nice. Got him. He's done.
So that leaves one.
Yeah, I know Bronson has I mean, if you had Junior follow you, he could probably take a shot. Or is Junior going to stay with Zorik and Arlindia?
I didn't have him come, so I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess it's an initiative to see if this guy gets away or not, more or less. He's going to run for sure.
If he's going to run, does that mean Shepard gets a free attack on him?
No, but we'll see what initiative, see how far he gets. So I guess it's your turn, Woolsey, to roll initiative. I rolled a 1, so he's probably gonna be dead.
Yeah.
All right. So you can have Royden try to shoot him, and then Shepard go after him, or however.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So I'll move up to get the point blank bonus, and let's see. Up.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That ought to do it.
Bye.
Yep, he's done. The extra D6 will take him out. Yeah.
Yep.
How many is
Okay.
that? That's a lot of freaking goblins.
So does 46 wrap around over to 43, or it continues to go down, I'm assuming?
No, so this goes down, actually.
Because
If you have Yogi, Beer can see, but I guess you have Yogi come up, shine some light down here, and this is a slope. It slopes down.
Okay. Because Arlindia still wants to check out this temple, and Zorik is looking over the priest to make sure that they grab anything from them.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to try to start calculating initiative. Well, we'll explore and then do initiative and stuff, and call it. I apologize for such a long session, but it was like a running fight. Plus 8 more. Jeez.
Did you say do initiatives?
No.
XP.
We're gonna go through to explore and stuff. So I'll do like the temple and all that. I don't. Let me see. These goblins. There was like 5. There's 5 goblins here too, right?
Well, there were 6 goblins that we
I
killed.
got those 6.
Okay.
5. Up top there were 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, 16. That's right. Plus 8 plus 6. Jeez. You guys have killed 30 goblins. By the way.
That's right.
30 goblins.
We're back.
30 goblins, 2 humans, and 2 clerics of some elemental god.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Elemental
Zork-
eye.
Tigers.
Huh?
And 2 mud tigers.
Oh, and 2 mud tigers. Nice. That's cool. All right, so yeah, I thought those were gonna be more dangerous. I didn't realize how crappy their armor class and hit points were. All right, so this floor is actually packed in sand, pale yellow, with flecks of iridescent material. That's
All right. What are you talking about?
the room that I'm doing Zorik and Arlindia right now.
Okay, so in the temple.
In the temple, yeah. So tendrils of pale mist and smoke writhe along the ground. They have a rank odor of muddy filth and the sharp tang of resin or incense. This pyramid that I showed you a picture of rises from there. It's about 10 feet tall. The cavern itself is about 18 feet tall, right? So that's this pyramid. That thing there. It's thin and sharp as a dart. It's composed of dusky gray stone, marbled with the ghostly white of like dead flesh or off-white. The staring eye adorns the visible side of the spire. The pit is filled with glowing coals that lies just below each corner of the spire. Yellow and blue flames dance over the coals, and tendrils of smoke and mist wander among the tongues of fire before escaping the pits and creeping along the floor. There's a regular pool over here, full of slime and stuff, and it now has a dead mud tiger in it. Okay. So on the clerics,
Is there a way? Because the clerics are both outside, but is there a way to destroy the temple without bringing the mines down?
I don't. It probably takes some like downtime to totally take it out. All right. So this is going to be. I'm going to roll for like searching all the goblin bodies. All right. You guys found 48 more gold pieces worth of various coinage, just on the goblin bodies.
So is the eye just painted on the temple? Is it just painted, or is it like it doesn't move? Correct.
It doesn't move. No. It's like painted or I think it's painted. Yeah.
Okay.
And each face has a single eye on it.
So 48 coins on the goblins.
Yeah, 48 gold pieces worth of coins on the goblins. The clerics have This is just what's on their person
Okay.
in coinage. 15 for the two of them between them have 15 more gold pieces worth of stuff.
Okay.
And then they each had both a regular mace, like a mace with the metal phalanged head, and a mace with the stone head on them.
Two metal maces and 2 stone maces.
Yep.
Okay.
This was a guard post here. I don't think there's anything else in there.
No spell books or anything like that in the
No.
temple.
No, but here you find stuff. You find stuff in 44.
Okay.
There's 2 desks that hold writing implements and other mundane items, key rings with keys. There's a chest that's locked, but you find the keys to it in one of those keys. And the chests have the following:
Okay.
3 silver symbols with that eye on them. They're worth 260 gold pieces each. 18 platinum pieces. 6 bloodstones. They don't have the alignment on these keys. And then they have 3 vials. 6 vials total. 3 vials have some sort of writing on them, and 3 vials look like it's some sort of herbal preparation. So you got the bloodstones are 15 gold pieces each. If you're writing that down.
16. What was what? 6 bloodstones. What? How
6 bloodstone.
How much
6
are they worth?
6 bloodstones are 15 gold pieces each.
Okay, 15 gold each.
And then three vials with some.
Hang on, I've got to go back.
Okay.
If I look at the vials, can I decipher the writing on
What's your alignment?
neutral good?
Almost, but not really. It's like written almost like backwards of what you would normally understand. Like
Okay.
it's like alignment code.
The 3 vials with writing, how much are they?
They're not worth anything. I mean, they'll be worth XP because of. Yeah.
And the herbal preparation vials, are they worth anything?
No. Does anyone have like a secondary skill that's like alchemy or herbalism, or something related to that?
And
No.
do we know how much the 2 metal maces and 2 stone maces are worth?
No. They're just normal weapons.
Be worth experience.
Because I'm trying to get this into the loot thing without messing up roll 20.
Okay. And then here Shepard starts digging stuff up just because he sees things to dig. He finds some loose dirt and wants to dig.
Okay.
Down in here, and he finds 12 pots with a lot of money in them.
All right.
So
Okay.
there's 12 pots that hold 900 silver, 250 gold.
Each?
No, total.
Okay.
Wow.
So 900
Good
silver,
boy.
250 gold, and 23 quartz crystals, but the quartz crystals are worth 10 gold pieces each.
Crystals worth 20 gold each.
10 gold each.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it. For treasure wise in that area.
Is that it
Yep.
for treasure in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's all in there then.
I am going to go ahead and do a bind wounds on Shepard again because he did hurt himself again.
Okay. Where was I? Okay.
Alrighty, you ready?
Platinum or 5 gold each, right?
Yes.
I thought it was base 10. Platinum was 10 gold each. But everything was 10s.
I thought there were 5.
Yeah,
I
someone
don't know.
can. Oh, look. I know Electrum are 2 gold, or 2 Electrum is 1 gold, but that's yes and no sometimes. No, Platinum are 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
Page 35 of the PHB. Okay. So I have a total of this other stuff.
90 gold. Okay, so the 18 platinum pieces are worth 90 gold. Is there any value to the chest with the keys at all, or the symbols with the eyes on them? Well, the symbols with the eyes are 260 gold each.
Right.
What about the chest with the keys?
No. I mean, I told you it was in there. The chest has stuff in there.
Right, I'm just updating it because you gave us the amount that the platinum is worth.
Right. Okay. So I've got a total gold of 1642.
Let me check because I wrote it all down as we were going here. So we've got the first room in the mines had 24 gold pieces.
Yeah, I added all that in already.
And the value of the 2 broadswords, the 4 bows,
I mean,
the arrows, all that.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Then we found 25 gold plus 48 gold that were on
Yeah,
the
I
other
added.
goblins. Okay.
I added all that in.
Clerics had 15 gold, 2 maces, and 2 stone maces. Then 260 times 3 plus 90.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And then 15 times 6. Then 900 silver, 250 gold, and then 23 times 10, so 230 more gold.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, the 900 silver is worth 90 gold. So, all right. Well, anyway, and then with 3 of those vials. So anyway, the total of like magic and money is 2242 XP. So you guys got to divide that by 5. By 5.
Divided by 5.
Now I'm going to do all the.
So that's 448.4 each.
Yep. To tell me how much these are worth.
On page 35 of the player's handbook, it says a platinum piece is worth 5 gold.
Yep. Is that right? All right, see, I got you killed 30 goblins, 2 humans, 2 clerics, and 2 mud tigers. All right.
Possibly. I'm trying to figure out my magic name.
I believe that's right.
That sounds close.
Okay.
21,
Then there's
31,
5 of them.
62.
Oh, the 2 humans up top, too.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
I got them. Okay. Plus, 1, 2. We've been playing for like.
What's funny is I leveled up for magic, but not at all for fighter.
Well, we're not done with. So 9 to 10, 10 to 11. All right. Yeah, it's 200. We've been dividing monsters, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Is that,
We have, I think.
okay.
Yeah, just put it all into a pool and
Okay. All right. So for this is like after dividing everything. 340 XP for monsters and playing today.
Okay. So extra 340.
Yeah.
And I have to
Or
divide.
788 total without the 10% bonus.
Yeah, I don't add the 10%.
70. So 170 and then
I guess I don't know. I wonder what people by this time tune out when we start seeing XP and stuff. But hey, it's fun to do.
187 plus 2131.62.
So Bronson, what's your secondary skill?
woodworking.
Woodworking. Okay. And Zorik, what's your secondary skill?
Animal husbandry.
Okay.
So that 2242 experience was each, correct?
No, that's you have to divide that. That's all the money and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's party total.
It's
Yeah,
7.
2242 for loot, 340 for monsters.
No, well, if you want me to give you the total monsters, sorry.
Oh,
I'll do it that way. Sorry about that. If you're gonna do it that way.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So
I
2242 plus it was 698 for monsters, so it's 2940. Divide that by 5, but then add 200 to that. So it should be 788 XP for today.
So 788.
Yeah.
Plus 10%.
Yeah.
Which is 79.
Okay, so dividing all that puts me at 2318.62 and 2102.2.
I think you level up in both then.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm ready for 3rd level now.
Alrighty. And I should save.
Nice.
So, since we're just doing side work, I'll say goodnight to our viewers and thanks
Yes,
for
thank you.
listening.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for playing. Sorry for keeping you
Thank
so
you
long.
for running.
But it looks like except for what's behind. Well, you guys haven't explored in here, the sinkhole, and yeah, you gotta. Interesting. And then you have to see what's behind door number 2.
Plus what this is down here as well.
Yeah, well, I'll just put that's like the shaft going up to the first level. So that goes to the first level and then all the way up to the top of the ridge. That's the shaft right here.
Okay. So that goblin was running towards the door I'm guarding. I'm not so sure it's prisoners behind.
Well,
We never know. Could be.
you didn't make it though, and it's a solid door. No one can hear. We'll have to pick up exactly where we leave off.
So since we did levels at the beginning of this session, wait till next session for level 3 hit points.
Yeah. Although, I mean, you're not going to recover. I don't know if you need to fall back or what. You're not. I guess Bronson and Zorik, you guys can roll a d6 each to see what those potions are. But oh, okay, perfect. But we can't close here though for everyone, and those are 3 potions of healing.
Oh, those are nice. We like that.
And then the other 3 things are like what are they? They're like they will. The other 3 things are like more like an alchemy thing, and they will help with what are they? They're an herbal preparation that cures like a fungal infection.
Oh, fun. Well, Thank you for our listeners and watchers. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye bye.